Hello? Hello? Hey! Hello! Oh, Gobi, thank you for the 69 bucks. Thank you for the 69 bucks, Gobi. How y'all doing today? Hey, Craig. Craig is today's first. You finally got a first. Wait, have you never been first before? I feel like you have. But it might have been it might have been a while since last time. But it is nice to see you. And also Panda. I thought we were doing all links. No, I'm doing all the things that are in the title. In the title. Well, I actually didn't do the backseating thing though. I forgot to do that one. But how? Wait.
Gobino Kitsune _ cheered. X100. How many beers does it take to remember your favorite streamer has eyes? Apparently slightly less than I drank on Friday.
Yeah. I guess. I guess. Thank you for the 100 bits, Gobi. I am glad that you remember that I do have eyes. I mean, streaming would be kind of hard without it. I mean, it wouldn't be impossible, but difficult. Difficult. But yeah, hi Gobi and Panda as well. Do you want a dad joke, by the way? You can. Because, I mean, I haven't really done it every single time, but when I remember, I usually give people a dad joke when they give 100 bits. So, I assume you probably want one. Because you've never said no before. So, maybe. Why would it be there though? It's not that good. It's just I don't know. It was one of the first commands that I added, and I don't even know why. I just did. I just did. When do you not want a dad joke? Exactly. So, let's see. This is a very long joke though. Hopefully we can keep up. Okay, pay attention. A man was driving and saw a truck stalled on the side of the highway that had 10 penguins standing next to it. The man pulled over and asked the truck driver if he needed any help. The truck driver replied, "If you can take these penguins to the zoo while I wait for a tow truck, that would be great." The man agreed and loaded the penguins into the back of his car. 2 hours later, the trucker was back on the road and decided to check on the penguins. He went to the zoo, but the penguins weren't there. He returned to his truck and drove around the town looking for any sign of the penguins, the man, or his car. While driving past a movie theater, the truck driver spotted the guy walking out with the 10 penguins. The truck driver yelled, "What are you doing? You were supposed to take them to the zoo." The man replied, "I did, and then I had some extra money, so I took them to go see a movie." Well, that was kind, I guess. I guess that was very nice of him to treat the penguins with a movie and a trip to the zoo. I wouldn't say that is a... Well, I mean, I guess it is a joke, but it's not really... Well, the guy that had the penguins... The other guy thought that he was just gonna take them to the zoo, like, for a visit. And then the other guy did. But then he also had extra money for a movie as well. You know? That's... But it didn't need to be explained. I just think you guys forgot how it started. But hey, Onyx. I mean, it wouldn't have to be explained. It's just, it's a long joke, so you kind of forget the point from the beginning.
Gobi no Kitsune _ cheered. X100. I regret everything.
Well, thank you for the 100 bits again. Do you want another one? I can give you a shorter one. I can give you a shorter joke. That was a very, very long one. Wait, what do you mean, Panda? Okay. What's the best way to catch a fish? Have someone throw it to you. I mean, that one was easier to get, right? Sure, it was even worse, but that's kind of the point. They're supposed to be bad. But thank you, Gobi. Okay, so what have you guys been up to this weekend, by the way? I just went straight to the dad jokes without actually talking. Also, I wanted to say, you know, we played the game called O or OU. I actually went and did some of the other endings and got the final ending yesterday. It was actually really nice. It was really nice. I was like halfway thinking, you know, maybe I should have streamed the rest of this game, but then I was like, nah, it gets too repetitive when you have to like do more or less the same. But it was a really cute game. And apparently O is Greek for not. It just means not in ancient Greek. I didn't know that, but the game explained it. Waiting for me to stream again? Sure. Pen has just been dying in front of the PC all weekend. You tried something for the first time this morning? You made coffee, but used a little bit of eggnog in it. It was honestly pretty damn good. Interesting. I mean, I've never tried eggnog because I feel like that's a very American thing. So I can't say if it sounds good or not because I don't even know what eggnog tastes like. Are you going to Tesco to get some maximum beepus because work today and tomorrow was cancelled, but you still get paid? You still get paid for it? Damn. Well, that's good though. That's. I wish that happened to me. But how so? Was it because? Well, why did it get cancelled? Was it like an event? Was it that job? Or was it the other job? Anyone want anything? Well... No, I can't think of anything. But I don't know if you guys saw, but I posted in Discord that it's been snowing ever since yesterday. Yesterday afternoon. I don't know if it's stopped at all since then. And if you look there in the window, I don't know if you can tell, but sometimes you can see some snowflakes. So he's really loud right now. I don't know if you guys can hear, but I can. He's very frustrated with this weather. Hey, Zoom boy! How you doing, Zoom boy? That's nice to see you. The ending you told me to get? Well, but that's not the true ending. That's just one ending. And I don't know if you want to know, but both of those options were bad. And you were supposed to make like a mistake so you can go back and do something else. So none of them were good. Actually, the one that I chose was better. In a way. I don't know if you want to know what happens if you did the other route. If you chose to destroy the world. The thing that happened was that your twin, Gemini, I mean, turned into a big egg, and when it hatched, it just ate you. Turned into like a big chicken type of thing and ate you. And I don't know, I feel like it would be worse to get eaten by a twin than than a bookworm. I don't know. So yeah, it wasn't great anyway. You were supposed to make a bad choice so you could go back and do something else. You tried streaming for the first time in weeks and your internet couldn't keep a stable connection. Oh no, that's so annoying. I didn't know you strummed, Craig. I didn't know you strummed. The events job in short weather, too bad to hold it, but you still had to make yourself available. I see. Well, that's good though, that you still got paid. Sucks that the event got cancelled though. You ordered a MyHeritage DNA kit. Should be coming to you within a week. And are those like... I know that some of them are like really accurate and everything, but I don't know if we have stuff like that here. But then again, I feel like, again, that is also a very American thing because most Americans are just from all over. Because it's fairly new being American. You know what I mean? Be right back. Okay. Light snow outside for max cozy vibes. Not me trying to look if I can see it. It's snowing. Oh, I can see it. Oh yeah, you can definitely tell that it's snowing. What happened? Tell the truth. Oh. Well, that wasn't the true ending. I went back to get a different ending as well. Actually, ended up getting 4 different endings, and I'm still missing 1. So I feel like there's gonna be 5 total. But I got the true ending, and that was, well, it was basically that the story wasn't yours, but you were kind of in someone else's story, but you didn't actually exist. I don't know. It was a little bit complicated to explain. But that's where the name came from, because it means not, because you don't really exist. I don't know. It's something like that. Buttriachi butt. Buttriachi butt. Liz did one and it kind of inspired you? I see. Yeah, for me, I think it would just say Norwegian. Very far back. I don't know, maybe it would be something Danish or Swedish as well. I don't know. It wouldn't be too interesting. I feel like it would be more interesting for people who are in the US, because your roots are from usually in all across Europe and stuff. Did you go outside? No, I went outside to make a little path for my cats, but I feel like that's... I need to do that again. Because it's just been snowing all day, so... Last World on Mario... Oh, so that's what you've been doing this weekend. I see. Well, that's good. Hey, Black Cats! How you doing? No, you. I know you. But yeah, so... For those of you who were not here last stream on Friday, I started with the game O, which was like the second day playing it. So we finished that. And then we played, well, we tried to play the game called Fae, but apparently my PC could not handle that. My GPU went almost to 80 degrees Celsius. And I was scared for my PC, so I didn't want to keep playing it. So we didn't get to do that a whole lot. But maybe once I get a new GPU, I can play it, because mine is just terrible. So we ended up playing Beacon Pines, which I've had that for I think I bought it during the Steam summer sale this year. I don't remember how old it is, but it's fairly new. Yeah, it came out like last year, September 2022. So I've had it in my wish list ever since it came out, but I haven't played it until now. And I'm liking it a lot more than I thought I would. I'm very invested in the story. Very invested. So there's a lot of reading though, but I do enjoy that. I do enjoy that. You broke 100k channel points just now. You did. Congrats. That is a lot. GPU trying to keep you warm in the snow. Also, hi Scion. How are you doing? Are there enough beacons and pines in this game? There's been a fair bit of both. Did you know that the newspaper, the local newspaper in the game, is called Beacon? The Beacon. It's called the Beacon. But yeah, it's a very, well, unexpectedly funny game. There was a specific thing that happened last stream that it was just very funny. Mostly because it was so unexpected, because I thought it was more wholesome and innocent. Not that it's like not innocent, but it's also, I don't know, maybe, maybe I should just post the clip so you guys can see. I know that both Palm and Panda clipped it. Let's see. I'm posting it now. In case you want to see. It was very funny. It was very funny. But yeah, the thing about this game is that you kind of, you collect charms which you use to, like, there's a narrator and everything is written down in a book, and when you get to like a crossroad where you need to make a decision, you can only choose between the different charms you have, and the charms have just one word on it. But the thing is, if you choose something that is bad, you kind of have to go back and change the story and do that part again, and then you will have a different outcome. And it's very interesting. I really like it. That was one of the charms, by the way, in that clip, which is why, I mean, like, I thought it was very unexpected. You feel like you haven't seen. Wait, Craig, when was the last? Were you here? You were here at the end of last stream, weren't you? Or was it the stream before? Hey, Clever. You got this game recently. Excited to try it? You should. I really enjoy it. I'm really interested in finding out the rest of the story in this game. I've been looking forward to streaming today, specifically for the game, like more than usual, because I just want to know what happens. I feel like that doesn't happen too often with games that aren't like. Well, last time it happened was with Liza P, and that was slightly more than now, but you know what I mean. When you only play a game on stream, you get extra excited to get back to it. It looks so cute. It is really cute and funny. Hey Sarah, how you doing? Me snowed in? No, but if you see here in the window, you can see the snow falling. It's still snowing quite a lot, and it's been snowing ever since yesterday afternoon. But yeah, go check out both Clever and Sarah. They're both good beans. Good beats. But are you snowed in? Are you snowed in? You think maybe it stopped snowing now, but it's been snowing all day. Yeah, here it's not stopping anytime soon. But honestly, I'm glad that it's snowing now, because this is the time of the year that we want snow. We can get more of a Christmas feeling and everything. Get into the Christmas spirit, you know? Right before December. So now we can just stay until well, the beginning of January. Then it can disappear again. we don't need it after that. But hey Chris, how are you doing? Welcome in. Did you miss any? No, I think you got all of them. But then again, Craig also said that he is also streaming, and I had no idea. I had no idea. So we can give him a shout out too. Hold on. Only a couple of centimeters of snow, not too much. Here it's been a little bit more. Well, but not too bad anyway. Not too bad. But this is like the perfect amount of snow. When it's like covering everything. But that's it, you know? Because it brightens up a little bit as well, because it's really dark outside this time of year. Krausely. Yeah, go check out Chris as well. And Craig. Ceruvian. You didn't know? No, I didn't know either, Black Cats. I didn't know either. That a bit of snow makes it less cold as well, in a way, if you know. Yeah, because it's like extra insulation. And, yeah. I know what you mean. But yeah, I kind of want to get into the game. No, wait. Also, what do you... There's one thing. I've been trying to catch up on some anime now that I've had some days off and everything. I finally managed to finish Oku, which is on Netflix. That is a... I mentioned this before. I started it several months ago, but I just never finished it. And it's basically about well, the whole world, no, not the whole world, but the entirety of Japan. Most of the male population disappears, or like they don't disappear, but there's an illness that only young men or young boys can get. So it turns. I think there's like 1/5 of the population of women is the amount of men and everything. So it's very interesting to see how that goes. But I wouldn't recommend watching it if you don't like watching shows that are kind of depressing. But I was so glad that I was finally able to finish it because it's kind of heavy. It's very heavy in a way. But then I also started something called Migi and Dolly, which is about two twins who get adopted. But the parents who adopt them think they've just adopted one kid, and it's so creepy the way they just are synchronized and everything. And it's I don't know if I like it, but it's really weird. You finished Pluto yesterday too? Wait, I thought you had finished it already. It's okay with your schedule, you forget you streamed. No. And on part 2 of final season of Attack on Titan. Nice. Nice. What do you think about the change of well, studio? Some people think it's better, some people think it's worse. And some people think it's equally as good. What's it called? You need depressing me. Maybe. No, well, I mean, it's more like... Wait! Sindre! What? What? Wait, that is 1.5 years. 18 months? As 1.5 years. Happy 18 months. How are you doing? Thank you so much. 18 damn months. Thank you so much, Sindre. You've been here for such a long time now. Hold on. I need to open my my anime list. Also, if you guys wanna add me on my anime list, here it is. I update it every single time I watch something new or watch anything. That's the name of the anime. It's on Netflix. But it's more depressing in that it's, well, it feels kind of hopeless in a way. I don't know. It's depressing, but it's not like necessarily sad depressing, you know? You don't know, you had like 20 minutes left. To be honest, you don't see a huge difference, but you're enjoying it a lot. Wait, you're not seeing a huge difference? That's interesting. You can finally drive now! Yeah! 18 years. 18 whole years. But how are you doing though, Sindre? What have you been up to lately? You're too behind on my anime list and you're always too lazy to update. For me, it's more, I don't know, I just like updating it. So I do it. Most people don't really remember to update it, but for me, it's just fun. I enjoy it. You've been tempted to pay for Crunchyroll just to keep track of where you've left things, but my anime list is so good for that. But honestly, you can also do that on what's it called again? The thing that I use? Anywave? Anywave? You can make it like a user there, and you can watch the animes there as well. Everything in one place. I've been visiting your friend in Oslo for the last week, so I've been nerding out big time. Ooh, what have you guys been doing? Have you been... Has there been like some Magic the Gathering stuff going on? But yeah, I never really watch anything on Crunchyroll anymore because the only reason why I thought it was convenient to have was because I could use my PlayStation to watch it. But I can't anymore because, well, after I moved my PC into this room again, I need to use my my Ethernet cable for my PC instead of my PlayStation, and the signal, the Wi-Fi signal, is too bad for me to watch anything on my PlayStation. It works fine just directly on TV, but I don't have a Crunchyroll app for my TV. So I don't know. That was the only reason why I liked having Crunchyroll, because then I could watch it in my couch instead of my PC. But now I can't. But now I can't. You pay about £74 a year for Crunchyroll Premium and feel like that's a pretty decent deal. No, euro, I mean. Wait, no, that is pounds. So you recently discovered Treasure Islands for Animal Crossing. So since you have unlimited Nook Miles tickets, you've been villager hunting. Decided you want a Pokemon theme for Evolution Island. Looking for ones that give Pokemon vibes. And so far, which villagers do you feel has Pokemon vibes? I found 2 of the wanted ones in 10 tickets, but your Sylveon lookalike has taken 3 hours and you decided to take a break, so you still haven't found her. I can understand that. Maybe. I see. Wait, did they have like an event or something on at Outland? I know that they do that sometimes. Could this issue be solved with getting a second Well, it could, but now it's like my TV is right next to my PC, so it's like, what's the point? But it's also the Ethernet cable that I have is so long. It's like 20 meters or something. And I don't want to have cables all over. I don't like it. Been opening packs and building decks and playing. Also explored Oslo. Oh, I see. Well, that sounds nice. Have you also been getting some snow, Sindra? You used pounds because you thought Panda was in the UK? Yeah. No, he is. I just thought that you actually paid with pounds. So that's why I was a little bit confused. Have you considered getting 2 Ethernet? No, because that's how long they need to be, because that's how far away my router is. It's in the opposite end of my apartment. That's why they need to be that long. So, it's not really my decision. It's what I have to do. You got Whitney for Alolan Vulpix, Fauna for Deerling, and you have Rosie's card for Espeon that you'll do later. Wait, Rosie, is that the... Isn't that like a blue cat or something? Right now you're looking for Diana for Sylveon because she's a perfect match and she's avoiding you like the play. You see that Robo Octopus one more time. Oh, so she's purple. I thought she was blue, but I guess I don't remember. I think I had her. But yeah, while we're on the subject of anime, I just have to say, I'm watching like, how many of the seasons animes am I watching? 6 now. 6 of them. And out of all of those, I have to say that the absolute best one is, for me, is the Apothecary Diaries. I'm so invested in that show now that I get withdrawals every time I've finished watching one episode. And I almost regret not waiting until it was finished, but then I was just too excited to start watching it. But now I'm it's such a pain. It's such a pain having to wait. We got some last week, but nothing this week. It's been cold. Yeah, it's been really cold here as well. It's been really cold here as well. And it is snowing, so... Well, actually now I think it's like 0? I think. Yeah. Something like that. D Lurk, welcome back. Welcome back, Gobi. You watch that when it's done. I highly recommend it. Well, I mean, I like it at least. I've seen some people complain about it because something, but I really enjoy it. You're watching Goblin Slayer and was planning to watch Shield Hero, but had to rewatch the show first. Yeah, I just dropped the first season of Goblin Slayer because, I don't know, too much fan service for me. And I was even done with all the shock factors. So it wasn't even because of that, it was because of all the fan service. You're moving from the bath to the office? Wait, you brought your phone with you? I thought you didn't do that. -12.5. Yeah, it's probably too cold for you guys to get snow right now. You found the cameras, you just left them. I see. There's a blue cat, Punchy maybe? No, I know, I don't know any names of the characters in Animal Crossing, except the ones that I had. I only remember the ones I had. You're not super familiar with any that aren't NPCs or that are popular or had on your first island? You're so frustrated you had such a breeze with the first 2 and this one feels like it. Yeah, it is a pain. It is a pain. Your very first anime was a good lesson in both anime's fun and anime's sometimes fan service. Wait, which one was that? Which one was your very first anime? Goblin Slayer was... What? What does that even mean? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? You normally listen to audiobooks in the bath, but you know... Oh, yeah. Yeah, I get that, I get that. We do like to talk for a bit, you know? You know them if they were on your island, yeah. So that's why I know Rosie, and I had, See, I don't even remember the ones that I did have. I did have Raymond. And I did have... Was it one of the penguins? It was like... It was a penguin that I think was very popular, but I don't know. I don't remember the name. And then I had... It was a deer. What was his name? It was like, it's so obvious when I see the name, but now I just don't know. Bo was the name. I had him as well. Sword Art Online, half a season of fun show, then quickly devolved into fanservice for the second half. Yeah, I've heard that as well. That some people really enjoyed it at the beginning and then just turned to trash. Apparently, I don't know. I never watched it because I didn't really feel like it was for me. You would have liked Goblin Slayer a lot more if they just continued their Berserk brutalness instead. But even Berserk isn't that in that way. The thing about Goblin Slayer, I feel like, was that they just did it to seem edgy. You know? Go B! Hey Jose, how you doing? How are you doing? Thank you so much for gifting a sub to Jose. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the sub. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, the thing about Goblin Slayer is just they just try to seem edgy and shocking and everything. And it didn't seem like it had a lot of point except for being shocking. So that's why I feel like it was kind of dumb. Because at least with Berserk, they do it very sparingly when it does happen, because it's supposed to, it has a deeper meaning. Like, it's supposed to actually have a bit of a rippling effect in the overall story and progression and everything. And sure, they did kind of do that in Goblin Slayer as well, but they didn't have to. No, did they? I don't know. I don't know. It just felt like it was unnecessary. I had a penguin. Did I take you to the movies? Oh, damn. I should have done that. I think it was a she, though. I'm not sure. You stopped watching it after the first season and never went back to it? You can't walk around naked. I mean, I'm not judging. But it is nice when people put on some clothes. It is pretty cold as well, you know? But thank you so much, Gobi. You were actually covering your jealousy? Oh, damn. You love Bo. You saw him a few times while looking for Diana. The thing was, after 2 hours of searching, you were starting to get pissed at even the cute villagers that you liked because you were... I see. Yeah. I felt like I had a very good villagers, except for the one that was there already. I didn't like that one, and I was just waiting for a chance to get rid of it. But I felt like I was really lucky with the ones that I did encounter. Oh, there was also a pink alligator? I think she was pink. I don't know. It's been a while. It's been like 3 years. So it's been a good while since I played it. There are multiple mosquitoes in your office because the workers renovating the room kept leaving the windows open. Wait, you have mosquitoes right now? But I thought you guys had winter in your part of Texas. It's so cold here. You just love shows on the dark side? Well, I mean, I do too, but I feel like it needs to make sense. That's all. There's even been, in Berserk, there has been some moments where I'm like, was this really necessary? and it's like borderline fan service. But seeing as it doesn't happen too often, I can kind of look past it. You were forced to by cousins. Your first island had a real shite ones, and back then you didn't know about villager hunting or treasure islands to get the tickets and endless bells to keep building your houses. I didn't even know that was a thing. I gave up on my island after, I think I played it for about 90 hours. And I did nothing with my island. I don't know, it just didn't really appeal to me very much. I just liked the puns and looking for villagers. That was pretty much it. And, you know, the museum part as well. That was pretty much all I did. It get brisk and then it goes back to warm and rains for a week. But didn't you have like a really really cold winter a couple of years ago? If you go. Hey, it's a Tyler and his gang. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. How was stream? I think I saw that you were playing Fall Guys today. How you doing? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Welcome in, guys. Integnious, Tyler, and Cacti King. Nice. Welcome in. How was the stream though? How was it? Hope you guys have had a good weekend. Also, if you don't know me, my name is Vepicos, Vep3, or Pia. That's what people usually call me. I'm a Norwegian streamer. We play all kinds of games in here. Right now, we're playing a cozy game called Beacon Pines. We're just chatting a bit before getting into the game. Yeah. If you like some cozy games, maybe you wanna hang out, chill. Also, we do have anonymous follows, so don't worry about being called out or anything. You can watch and lurk in peace. It's pronounced avocado. No, don't. Hey, metalhead. Also, hold on. I need to give you a shouty outy. There we go. But hi, metalhead. Hope you're doing well as well. Celebrating your 1-year affiliate anniversary in the premiere of Drag Race Canada with Integnious. Ooh, nice. Congrats. That's pretty cool. Also, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much. You're gonna lurk. Thank you for the lurk, metalhead. You saw my go live for more Beacon Pines and knew you'd had to raid in for the coziness. Oh, I appreciate that. If you want to go, you also play a lot of, I think you play a lot of cozy games as well. And a lot of, like, community games as well, right? You had your definition of Blizzard 2 years ago. It got down to minus 18. But that's a lot, though. Even I don't get, like, minus 18 here. That's an anomaly. 32 Fahrenheit is more typical. Yeah, I mean, it is pretty typical here as well. Because I live far south. So, people are like, wait, you live in Norway. It's supposed to be cold. Yeah, but it's not that cold down south. It is, but it's also not, you know? Wait, you have that there? What do you mean? What do you have there? 0? Like freezing temperatures? We do have that right now here as well. You play a good mix of cozy games Mondays and multiplayer games on Wednesday. Love you good indie and pretty much anything in Nintendo. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's pretty similar to what I tend to do, except I don't play a lot of multiplayer games. So yeah, if you like some of that, you should go give Tyler a follow. I also prefer to play indie games. I don't know. I feel like when I don't play indie games, it's more of an exception. Most of the games that I play are just not like super popular. You do find it fascinating that -18 seems cold to a Norwegian. Yeah, but I mean, it is. It is. We have like 0 right now, and we have snow. It is snowing. If you look closely, it is snow outside here, this window. So, yeah. But also, we're getting an ad in like 1 minute, and I will open the game after the ad. Then we can get back into the game. I was really enjoying this. I'm really enjoying this. I am very invested in this game, even though I've only played for like 3 hours. But it's a lot of fun, and it's funny, fun and funny, and intriguing. No, it's not cold. It is here. Well, kind of. Where you're moving to in the US, it got to -30. -30? God damn it. You went outside and your beard instantly crystallized. You had a gap in your... Wait, you had a gap in your trousers, and for a brief moment, as the Arctic air touched you, you saw the face of God and he was disappointed. Well, I bet you have to get used to that, Gobi. Now that you moving there. But yeah, we're having an ad starting now. I do not do anything in the game while ads are running, because I don't want people to feel like they have to be subbed to not miss out on anything in the game. So I will open the game as soon as the ads are over. Wait, Gobi! Thank you so much! Thank you so much for gifting a sub to... Is it Nioclass? Nioclass? As in like Nicholas, but with an extra O in the middle? I don't know. You tell me so I can say it right. But welcome in. And thank you for gifting a sub. Gobi, I appreciate it. Neoclass. Okay. I see. I will try to remember that. But welcome in. I hope you enjoyed the sub and the emotes, and no ads either. I draw on all my emotes myself, so I hope you like them. You're just very warm-blooded. I used to be, not anymore. Now I get very easily cold. I used to be really warm. As soon as it's hitting -10, you're not going out anymore. Way too cold. Yeah, I agree. I think like around 10 degrees outside. I think that is my ideal. Like between 10 and maybe 18. That's the ideal temperature for me outside. So I prefer like more autumny or spring temperatures. You left for 2 minutes? What do you mean? What do you mean? What happened? It's currently 18 Celsius in Texas. Could be 0 in the next few weeks. Who knows? Well, I hope you get what you want. I don't know what that is, but I hope you won't have to worry about it. You know, it's when the weather changes from one day to the next. I mean, that has been common here as well, but I feel like after COVID, the weather has been more predictable, which is really nice. It actually, I feel like it was, yeah, it's been a lot more predictable now. Depends on where you are in Norway. If it's in the north, everything between -5 and -30 is considered normal. Where you're from is 0 to -15. Here it's pretty normal around 0. And if it gets more colder than -5 Celsius, that's when it starts to get cold here. Can't just walk around naked. Gobi. You're too sweet. Thank you so much. Gobi's on the hunt. Naughty Twiglet. Twiglet? What? That I don't know. That is adorable. I don't know what it means, but I like it. I like it. But now the ads are over, so we're gonna get into the game. Okay, you guys ready? Hey, I have a cat here that is not very happy about the weather, so he keeps meowing at me because he wants me to make it warmer and drier outside. Nogbutt Twiglet. You respond to Neo and Nick. Okay. Well, Neo is probably easier for me to remember. I can... Is it okay if I call you Neo? A small crispy with a slightly bitter aftertaste. All you want is for the mosquitoes to die. That's understandable. I am also not a fan of mosquitoes. But also, how are you guys doing? Like, your family and everything. Are you guys not sick anymore? I hope you're not sick anymore. Because a raid happened while you left for 2 minutes, you afterwards... No, it's okay. It's okay. No more ads, only ass. True. Twiglets are amazing. Small little crispy Christmas time snack things. Taste of Marmite. Oh, never heard of that. Neo is what most people call you. Nick! How you doing? How you doing, Nick? No. Gobi. Gobi is making sure that no one stays cold in my chat today, it seems. Thank you so much for gifting a sub to Nick. I do appreciate it. How are you doing, Nick? No, don't leave. Don't leave. We're gonna leave. Yeah, now you're not allowed to be naked. It's against TOS. What's your favorite kind of pizza? That is a good question. I'm not picky when it comes to pizza. I'll take anything. I think that's what we talked about last stream as well. Like, I as long as it's pizza, I will take anything. Also, this game autosaves. So last time I actually did more than this, but I need to do it all over again now. That was like 6 or 8 minutes from the last autosave until I ended the game. But you're doing great. Just a lazy Sunday and looking forward to the whole week off. Ooh, you have a whole week off? Damn. That's good. Do you have any special plans for your week off? Mushroom, pineapple, and sweet corn. Really? I do like mushroom though, and pineapple. Not a huge fan of corn. Okay, so good morning, Jeff. What's so good about it? I forgot that he had a weird voice. Another day further down the tubes, if you ask me. Come on now, it's not all bad. The festival is coming up. The festival. Old Man Valentine used to put on cockamamie shindigs all the time. And where did that get us? Well, it's Perennial Harvest putting on this one. And they're doing it for the whole town. As far as I see it, the difference between the old Valentine company and this new Perennial Harvest outfit,
Jeff dug through his pockets for a bit.
It's the difference between this empty soup can and this brown banana. Those are both garbage. Exactly. Exactly. You just saw me lose all respect for you. No, I did not. I was just joking. I'm just not a fan of corn, but strangely enough, I'm okay with pineapple. No, I'm not anti-corn. It's just, it just feels kind of pointless. What is corn good for? I don't know. Corn is pretty wild, to be honest. You would have never considered putting corn on a pizza? Yeah, there is like one pizza where I don't usually order pizza, but if I do, the nearest one here, my favorite one has corn on it, but I always ask them to not put that on. And yeah, because I don't know. I don't like it on pizza. But I don't mind anyone else liking it, obviously, but corn, what is it good for? Exactly, it is. It is not. Well, it's just, if we're talking nutritional value, you know, that's what I mean. Because it's just okay taste-wise, is what I mean. So you love corn overall. It's an important aspect of Mexican food. Just hadn't thought of putting it on pizza. Yeah, like corn on the cob is good. But that's the only way that I actually like corn. When it's right on the cob, but not like when it's canned. That's what the word I was looking for. Canned. Corn is good for many things. Like when talking about pizza topping is good for making Norwegian shivers. I wasn't annoyed. What do you mean? I didn't get annoyed. I was just confused because I never really heard anyone say that that is a favorite. It was just confusion, not annoyance. You just use it for corn syrup. Oh no. Corn is good for popcorn. That is true. That is true. I almost forgot that that is actually popcorn. On pizza, you love mushrooms, sausage. I don't know why I started talking like that. You like boring pizzas? I do too. Hey, Kato. Good afternoon, Luca. Can I help you find something? Maybe, maybe not. Try me. Well, there's been some weird stuff going on at the old Valentine warehouse. Can't say I know anything about the old warehouse, but empty hives don't stay empty for long. Huh?
Kato motioned to the book in front of him.
The more I read about bees, the more similarities I see with people. If a hive collapses and fails, it doesn't stay empty for long. A new queen will set up shop pretty quickly. So you're saying it would make sense for someone new to start using the warehouse. Nature abhors a vacuum. Hey, Jace. Hey, Luca. Have you seen this new issue of Hank Atomic? Not yet. No spoilers, please. It's awesome. It's a flashback. No spoilers, please. We get to see how mild-mannered Henry Adams becomes. Hank Atomic, man of space justice. Jace, no spoilers. Oh, sorry. My point is, you're gonna love it. Alright, Jace. Catch you later. Roger that, Space Cadet. I don't know why I started doing that last time, but I did. Hey, Pete! How you doing, Pete? You really sick? Not up? No, don't be sick. I hope you feel better. Get all the rest that you need. I hope you feel better, Pete. And popcorn is good on pizza? I mean, I wouldn't knock it until I tried it. But it is... I don't know how they would do in the oven, though. After they've been popped. Would you put the kernels on the pizza so they would pop while the pizza was in the oven? Or would you put the like fully finished popped popcorn on it before putting it in the oven? That's I feel like that's important to know. You're not a corn fanatic. In fact, you're not even a corn lover. It's just corn, you eat it sometimes. Yeah, I'm pretty much the same. Pretty much the same for me. You enjoy Hawaiian pizzas too. Pineapple and ham are a nice combo. Just wouldn't add pineapple to some other combos. I get that. I get that. Popcorn is good on pizza. Cop porn, not so much. Okay. Make the pizza, pop the popcorn, throw it all in the blender with some pineapple juice and give it a whirl. Sounds like a winner. Oh there, little buddy. What brings you to this neck of the woods? Oh, I was just wandering around a bit. Wandering? How wonderful. Children and their wonderful wandering. Oh, to be young. Anyways, I can't let you pass just now. Top secret business that-a-way.
Mr. Kerr winked with a wry smile.
Ah, I'm just yanking your chain. Perennial Harvest is just making a few improvements.
He gave Luca an energetic thump on the shoulder.
Better head home now. Our harvest awaits. I really don't like that guy. Meet Beck at the big creepy gate. So, who all lives in that house? Eris and Gus Valentine grew up there. And Solomon moved in a few years back. The creepy little kid in the vest? That sounds like the one. So, just 3 people live in that huge thing? I bet a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in a place like that. Not really. The Valentines pretty much keep to themselves. So it's empty and boring. Pretty much. What a waste. My mom said that it used to be way busier back before Sharper died. Before the foul harvest. Okay, that's like the 5th time someone mentioned this foul harvest thing. And you all use that same ominous tone. Eventually you're going to explain to me how that harvest got all fouled up. But we can't keep my parents waiting anymore. This way. You're not allowed to yank cheese in public. Yeah, I don't think that guy cares too much about that. It's illegal in 49 states. Public chain yanking is illegal in all 50 states. Makes sense. Makes sense. but lick chain. Yeah, yeah. That's not really where my mind went, but now that you said it, that is where it went. Thank you for the lurk, Gobi. Most kids would have just ditched me by this point. Why are you still here? You look like you could use some help. You know what, Luca? You're not so bad. Let's get through this as simply as possible. Just eat, smile, and nod. Fun. Great, whatever you do, don't bring up their work. I think I can handle that.
Beck took a long breath, then gave a firm nod.
Here goes nothing.
Chapter 4.
Chapter 4.
Dinner with the Moodwills. Ilona Moodwill was worried about change. A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of change, relied on it even. But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town. Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes. Sorry, love, couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates. Dinner went by without much conversation.
I mean, they did just move in.
As she watched Beck and Luca finish up their pizza, Ilona let herself relax into the chair. The things she cared about were still here. Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that.
So, Luca, tell us a bit about yourself. Where do you live? Oh, I live with my grandma. Over on the other side of the river. Your grandma? Where are your parents at? Beck, manners. It's alright. My dad passed away in an accident at the fertilizer plant 6 years back. Oh dear. My mom's been missing for a few months now. Like missing?
Luca's eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger.
See, even they eat pineapple on pizza. Luckily, it's still legal in all unincorporated US territories. Really? Really? Yank all the chains you want in Puerto Rico. Is that true? Is that true?
Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence.
Luca, how did you like the pizza? Oh, it was good. Very good. Aw. Normally, we'd have put more effort into dinner.
Ilona nervously gestured toward the boxes.
We aren't fully settled in, and Beck had mentioned that it's your favorite. I'm sorry. Are we just skipping the part where he said his mom was missing? Beck! I'm sorry, Luca. This move has us all a little tired.
Luca wiped his face with his sleeve.
No, it's fine. So, Beck said that you moved here for work?
Beck gave Luca a swift kick under the table.
Oh. I mean, what brought you to Beacon Pines? Oh, you were right the first time. We're here for work. Nellie won't tell you this, but she's a brilliant chemist. I don't know about brilliant, but I do love it. She's brilliant. Perennial Harvest just made her their newest lead researcher of deep engineering. She makes it sound more impressive than it is. I'm just happy that I get to make a difference in the world. Perennial Harvest is at the forefront of evolving agriculture into something more useful than sprinkling water and excrement on the ground.
Luca glanced over to Beck. She seemed to be holding her breath.
What Nellie means, Luca, is that there are different ways to grow plants. Yes, some people talk to their plants and hope for the best. And some people happily leave their job to allow a loved one to pursue their dream. You swore you didn't.
Beck slammed her fist
Oh,
on the
damn.
table.
There's some resentment here, it seems. You just like being a geography nerd sometimes? Hey, that's fair. That's fair. I wish that I was... Well, I'm not really good at geography at all.
perhaps harder than she intended.
Hey, Luca. How about some dessert? I actually have to meet my friend Rollo soon.
Luca glanced outside to gauge the time. The sky was darker than he expected, filled with ominous clouds.
Ominous clouds. Looks like there's a storm brewing. I should get going. Oh? I didn't think there was any rain in the almanac. Yeah, almanacs aren't that useful around here.
Luca wiped his mouth one last time with his napkin and started to get up.
Thank you all for the pizza. It was really good. See you at the festival, Beck. Wait up. I'll walk you home.
Surprised, Luca turned around. He knew Rollo could be prickly around new people. But Beck seemed cool. Rollo would warm up to her eventually. Probably.
Probably. Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble or break. That's what makes this game kind of interesting, because you collect these charms and then you use them to decide on how the story will progress. Should we choose? I mean, would break mean that they would just disappear so it wouldn't start raining? Because this is obviously gonna bring a storm. I just wonder if they're either very similar or they're complete opposite. Maybe I should choose this because I don't know.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break, revealing patches of star-filled summer night. Moonlight filtered down, shimmering in the treetops.
That's what I thought. Sure, you can meet Rollo. You're not going home? No, I promised Rollo I'd tell him about...
Luca stopped himself mid-sentence.
Promise you tell him what? Spit it out, bub. We're thick as thieves now. If there's a juicy secret, you gotta tell me. Okay. You can come to the treehouse and I'll tell you both what happened. Heck yeah. Oh, these are so cute.
Luca saw Beck skulking by the gate.
So, you're telling me there's nothing mysterious or creepy about this place? It's mostly boring and empty. I refuse to believe that. Big spiked gate, looming mansion, rich reclusive owners. It even smells shady.
Beck grabbed the wrought iron bars and shook the gate.
Mark my words, you decadent nightmare house. You will reveal your secrets to me. Oh no. What did you do? First of all, I told you so. Second, hide. That's Ares Valentine. Who's that she's talking to? Shh. I expect you to return that suit in working order. Of course. As long as everything proceeds as planned, there's nothing to worry about. The only thing I'm worried about is what's rightfully mine. If that means making some unsavory alliances, so be it. I couldn't agree more. There comes a time to suspend hostilities. I'll deal with our common threat. Now this is what I was talking about.
Beck's voice was an excited whisper.
Proper shady stuff. Someone in a suit like that tried to grab me yesterday. Seriously? Shh. You do understand that when this all inevitably fails, I will deny everything? I wouldn't expect any less of you. You just worry about your part in this, and let me handle the rest. I can't wait to see the look on that Rube Kerr's face. Yes, the truth will come to light. I'm still surprised you're so comfortable with the potential collateral damage. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that change is painful. Wow, I was expecting shady, but that's just flat out supervillain talk. If you don't mind me asking, why? Why are you doing all of this?
The mysterious figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners.
Oh, who is it behind the mask? But Neo, thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate it. It's Grandma! Family! Grandma? What the fuck?
A chill ran down Luca's spine. His vision blurred. Beck stifled a sharp wince, and Luca looked down to see himself wrenching her hand.
Oh, damn. An answer I can certainly respect.
Gran tousled her hair back under the face mask.
Just remember, keep everything nice and normal until the festival. I don't need lessons in rousing suspicion.
Gran gave Eris a curt nod and disappeared into the night.
What are you up to, Grandma?
Chapter 5. What big ears you have. Lucas sat shivering in the bushes, staring at his feet. After checking to make sure the coast was clear, Beck gave him a gentle tug on his sweater.
Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Welcome in. What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. Why were you so scared of that old lady in the hazmat suit? That was my gran. That was your gran? Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm sure there is a perfectly reasonable explanation for all of this. Let's just get to the treehouse and figure things out there. Lead the way. God damn it, Grandma! What are you up to? Oh, damn. We can't go back up there. Oh. For the last time, there's nothing to worry about. Of course, we're not worried.
The clipboard finished writing with a scratchy flourish and looked up.
Just dotting our I's and crossing our T's. Or maybe try minding your P's and Q's.
Mr. Nuncreed, arms crossed over his paunch, gave an exhausted sigh.
If there's anything you need knowing, you'll know it. Absolutely. If you'll just sign here, acknowledging everything is accurate, we'll be out of your hair in a flash. Oh, for the love of...
He snatched the pad and scribbled his name so hard the pen nearly snapped.
There. And would you like my eternal soul as well?
The clipboards looked at each other for a moment, almost pondering the possibility, then broke into laughter as they walked away.
Funny. Hi, Mr. Nuncreed. Also, Chris, do you know why Ron's just shouted me out? I have no idea. I just saw that he shouted me out and I don't know why. Hi, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, let me give you some advice. The next time someone you don't know asks to hear your thoughts, give him a good hard bop right in the kisser. Oh, Gran tells me to just keep away from the clipboards. That's good. That's good. Your Gran is a smart lady, Luca. Speaking of which, You'd better run along home now. Too dark out to be wandering on your own. Kind of, but we do have some business to attend to, you know? Wait, this one is sitting here still? The answers you seek will be revealed to you in due time. The question is, the figure intoned, are you prepared to live with the truth? I'd better not dilly-dally. Gotta get to the treehouse. Another day, another dollar. See you tomorrow, Z. Have you noticed how all the perennial harvest folks order the same drink? Decaf cappuccino with extra foam. Why? I don't know. Just thought it's a little odd. Pretty weird for sure. Well, the customer's always right. See you bright and early tomorrow. Can't wait. Current admin and future spouse of mom woman. Stepmom.
William Kerr and Gus Valentine proudly surveyed the half-covered festival banner.
It's all coming together quite nicely. Couldn't have done it without you.
The mayor gave a half-hearted shrug.
I'm not so sure about that. Nonsense. That reminds me, I wasn't able to thank your sister for her contributions. Yes, she has been indisposed of late. She doesn't much like me, does she? Oh no, that's not it at all. She's just been busy. Of course. Regardless, I would be forever grateful if you could pass my thanks on to her. The History Museum adds a real air of import to the whole affair. We couldn't very well celebrate the story of Beacon Pines without including the Valentines. My father was a great man. You're darn tootin' he was.
Kerr locked his arm on Gus's shoulder.
But I mean the entire Valentine family. Present company included. Can I ask you something, Mr. Kerr? Call me William. Ask away. William, why are you doing all of this? Gosh, I never felt one needed a compelling reason to throw a party. Not just the festival. All of this. There's gotta be 100 down on their luck towns out there. Why is Perennial Harvest so invested in helping Beacon Pines? You know what I love most about the agriculture business? Seeds. Seeds? Yep, little bundles of potential.
With a glimmer in his eye, Kerr gestured grandly toward the horizon.
You treat a seed right, nurture it, feed it, and it can grow into something truly special. You see potential here? Undoubtedly. The seed of greatness is already under our feet. And it needs, all it needs is a little nudge. And the right leadership, of course. Oh. Good night, Mayor Valentine. What is this dude up to? Okay, let's go to the tree hut. Oh. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, the treehouse is just a little further from here. So what's your buddy Rollo like? Rollo? He's Rollo. Not particularly helpful. Sorry, I've just never thought about it. Lots of energy. He's funny, even when he's not trying to be. Things have been tough for his family since the foul harvest. It's about time you tell me what this foul harvest thingy is. It's kind of a long story. Hit me with the highlights. Okay. There used to be a fertilizer company here called Valentine's. They were kind of a big deal. Oh, big deal fertilizer. It was a big deal to us. Their stuff really worked. Farmers loved it. So Valentine's grew and grew. Beacon Pines pretty much grew around it. Most everyone in town either worked for Sharper Valentine or used his fertilizer. Things were good. I'm sensing a big butt. She's sensing a big butt. Around 6 years ago, Sharper Valentine suddenly died. And something changed. Changed how? Could have been a bad batch. Maybe it was in the water, or air, or soil. Nobody knows. But all the crops died. And everyone blamed the Valentines. The foul harvest. Yeah. Valentine's fertilizer went out of business. Half the town lost their jobs. Sheesh. Next year the crops came back, but something was different. You plant a crop, do everything right, and it's sort of a crapshoot what happens. And no one knows why? Nope. I take it. Rollo's farm got the short end of the stick. Yep. For some reason, their farm was hit harder than others. That sucks. Things have gotten better since Perennial Harvest came to town. The Beacon Pines Reborn Initiative? Yep. The first thing they did was give the town a deep scrub. They even put us up in hotels, one town over for a week, while they decontaminated the groundwater. We'd better get going. Interesting. It's Rollo. It's about time. I was about to give up and go home. Who's the new kid? Name's Beck. You must be Rollo. I see my reputation precedes me. Welcome to Mission Control.
Rollo waggled his head with pride.
You'll find we've spared no expense in construction. I've seen worse looking piles of junk. Thanks. Hey Luca, you know the security concerns we talked about? Yeah. While I was waiting, I made some improvements. Let me lock this baby down for a little test infiltration. Can't be too safe these days. Oh. He goes all out, doesn't he? Always. Lavish. We got a new charm. So, oh, that's what I was hoping for, that I could throw something at it. Ah. Well, aiming is a little tricky in this game, though. Oh. Oh, we got a moving target. The little honk. Where did you guys get all this junk in the first place? There's a guy in town named Jeff who trades his junk for snacks. Junk food for junk. Nice. That is pretty nice. So, pretty sweet security, right? It was imaginative, I'll give you that. Luca, are we sure we can trust the new recruit? I'll vouch for her. Thanks, I guess? Okay, Luca, you promised to fill me in about the Valentine warehouse.
Luca sucked in a long breath.
So, like I said, there was someone there. What were they doing? I don't know, but the place was lit up and active. Maybe they were squatters? I don't think so. It seemed more organized. When the man pulled me in, I saw some sort of equipment running. A man pulled you in? Yeah, but I got away. You keep saying it was a man. They were wearing a mask, right? Yeah. Then it could have been a woman. How did you get away? I grabbed a rock or something and broke their mask. They let go when I ran. Dang. That's intense. No wonder you freaked out when you saw your grandma. Yeah, that's the other part. On our way here, Beck and I saw Air's Valentine meeting with Gran, wearing the same sort of hazmat suit.
Rollo let out a low whistle.
And they weren't there for idle chit-chat. It was a proper clandestine meetup. So let me get this straight. There's an operation in full swing at the Valentine warehouse. You were almost abducted by a strange man or woman in a protective suit. And then you saw your Gran in the same suit talking to Air's Valentine? Pretty much. I'm beginning to think this town is kind of awesome.
Rollo and Luca shot back a look.
No offense. And so, we can logically conclude aliens or alien zombies have infiltrated the town. And their leader is your Gran, and she tried to murder you. First of all, and for the last time, there are no aliens. Second, it couldn't have been my Gran at the warehouse. I broke that person's mask to get away. The mask Gran was wearing wasn't damaged. But she's definitely hiding something. Maybe. Your Gran is weird, but she might be the most boring person in the universe. All she does is sit around all day making jam. What could she possibly have to hide? I don't know. We haven't talked much since she moved in. Moved in? Your Gran isn't from here? No, she came a few months back to take care of me after his mom went missing. Did you know your Gran before? Not really, no. It'd been years since I'd seen her. Luca, don't take this the wrong way. But are we sure your Gran is on the up and up?
Luca gazed out the window.
I'm just saying. It sounds like strange stuff has been happening since she showed up. We could say the same thing about your family. But you're right. Luca, your Gran is hiding something. And Pa always says, folks only bury stuff worth digging up. We need to investigate your house. If my Gran really is hiding something, don't you think I would have noticed by now? That's kind of the whole point of hiding something. I guess you're right. Gran's been leaving the house for hours at a time this week. I'll call you two tomorrow when the coast is clear, and we can start getting to the bottom of this. I'm always game for a good snoop. You can count me in. Damn, the plot thickens.
Chapter 6. Secret lair. Summer forged ahead, but the nights only seemed to grow colder. Luca walked home slowly under the pale starlight, cautious to avoid any more surprises lurking in the shadows. Reaching home, he slipped quietly into bed, half dreading what they might discover the next day.
Oh, what time is it? Also, him wearing, like, having the same bedroom as his grandma. He must notice if she doesn't show up or something. I don't know. Yeah, I'm coming. There they are. Rollo, what on earth is that? That ridiculous thing on your head. Oh, this? It helps me think. You're gonna need a lot more of those. Joke all you want. We'll see who's laughing when I crack this case wide open. The coast is clear? Yep, whatever she's been up to this week, it's been keeping her busy most of the day. Very well. The game is afoot.
Luca and Beck rolled their eyes as Rollo strutted across the room.
If I were a Gran, where would I hide my deepest, darkest secrets? Perhaps where you might least expect it.
Rollo flung open the cabinet with confidence.
Aha!
He coughed as a veil of dust hit his face.
I think it's safe to assume anything that dusty isn't what we're looking for. Or maybe that's what she wants you to think. Then again, Any good detective knows not to trust their first hunch. Their first hunches are for suckers. Eureka! She's lit a fire in order to burn the evidence. She keeps that fire going every day, Rollo. Drat. It may already be too late. Just think of the mounds of documents lost to ash. Okay. I'm gonna stop you right there. Can we just think for a moment? Luca, is there anywhere Gran doesn't want you to go? Yeah. The closet upstairs. So maybe it stands to reason that we should check there first. No dice. It's locked. Well, well, well. Look who stands to reason now. And I have no idea where the key is. If it really is important, then she probably keeps it with her. Anywhere else? She has her berry bushes. Who has ever thought, I'm going to take this important thing and huck it in a bush? True. Anything else? Maybe something out of the ordinary? Well, she is always worried I'll break her fancy dishware in the kitchen. But it doesn't matter anyway. I can't reach the latch.
A look of realization crept onto Luca's face. All three kids snapped to glance at each other, then sprinted in turn toward the kitchen.
Oh, damn. Alright, Rollo. This is your time to shine. Ah, yes. You've called upon my expert detective skills. And now, I shall proceed with...
Before he could finish, Luca scrambled up Rollo's back.
Hey, this isn't my idea of this isn't my idea of detective work. Every squad needs a good lockpick. And every good lockpick needs a sturdy head to sit on. This is beneath my standing. Stop complaining and hold still. Got it.
The three crowded around the hutch to peer in. With the glass doors opened, a perfect porcelain display gleamed in front of them. Their eyes searched for anything amiss, but the only distinct feature was its impeccability.
Well, that was anticlimactic. Yeah. I don't really know what we were expecting. Like, oh hey, let me just yank on this random teacup and...
Zach pulled on one of the teacups. It slanted forward with a hollow click.
Well, damn.
The entire hutch began to rustle and slide under its own power.
Ooh. Grandma, what have you been up to? Seems like your gran has been doing some remodeling. Hey, Kira. Thank you for the hydrates. How you doing? Dude, only 2 types of people have secret lairs. Evil masterminds and superheroes. So which one do we think she is? We're about to find out. Now we are. Okay, so more of an unhinged conspiracist vibe. Oh, wow. Yeah, this cannot be good. We need to look around before jumping to conclusions.
A spider web of string connected photos of people from the town, interspersed with hastily scrawled notes.
Well, she sure has kept herself busy. Is your gran a serial killer? Because I'm starting to get a vibe. Don't be ridiculous. Sure, she's just tracking the movements of everyone in town. Out of the kindness of her heart. She put little symbols by some of them. Yeah, Mr. Nuncreed has a check mark. The clipboards are all inside a big circle. My mom's are both on there, on here. Both with question marks? Gus Valentine has a question mark. Eris has a question mark. That's been crossed out. Mr. Kerr has a bullseye. The killer has chosen her next victim. We don't know what any of this means. Whatever it means, it's probably not good. Well, Mr. Kerr, he's, well, there's something about him. So she's probably on our side. What do we have here? Barrels marked caution, explosive. And jam jars? That's enough jam to feed the whole town. What kind of incendiary jam is your grandma making? Incendiary. She wouldn't have had me walk around town delivering bombs. Right? Only one way to find out.
Rollo casually spun open a lid and dipped his finger in the jam.
Huckleberries.
He smacked his lips.
A hint of brown sugar. And ink? What?
Rollo plunged his hand in the jar, fishing out a soggy slip of paper.
Aha.
Rollo offered the slimy note to Luca and licked his fingers clean.
It's addressed to Mrs. Fratelli. A grand jamgram? A grand jamgram? It says, last night I used the disguise Eris provided to scout the location. The timing window should be possible. Operation Sparkplug is a go. Oh man, are they doing a heist? Whatever it is, it can't be good. So, more a bombshell than a bomb, am I right? You're new here, so I'll let it slide. But I'm the bad joke guy around here. So my theory then is that Grandma, she was probably putting on a hazmat suit to get into the factory to see what they were up to. Maybe?
Luca jostled each cabinet drawer in turn. Only one was unlocked. He fingered through the filing cabinet, pausing at a bulging folder labeled Walter.
Walter.
For a long moment, he just stared at it.
Is that our dad? What do you got there? It's my dad. I was the dad. Looks like some of his old medical files. Your dad was a doctor?
Luca nodded and caressed the label with his thumb.
Well, are you gonna read it? Here, let me help.
Rollo swiped the folder from the drawer and began leafing through the pages. He whistled to himself, barely looking at the text.
How about you actually read some of it? One sec. Dense documents such as this are a lot like a cheeseburger. It's best to skip straight to the middle. That's where all the meaty bits live. Wow, I had no idea we were in the presence of the preeminent scholar in dense documents. And cheeseburgers. By all means, proceed.
He stopped at a page and mimed, holding up a monocle.
Ah, here we are. Follow-up examination of Terence Wilby. Patient shows further signs of paleness and malaise. Body temperature continues to drop. He now describes soreness of muscles and joints. This is similar to the symptoms exhibited by Mrs. Wilby just a few days past. Still waiting on lab results from Joseph.
Rollo looked up with heightened surprise.
See? Creepy. Yeah, that's kind of disturbing. Who's Joseph? That's Mr. Nuncreed's name. Wait.
Rollo's finger traced across the page.
There's more scribbled in the margins. Could it be contagious? Mr. Wilby claims the tap water at his home has been contaminated. Perhaps environmental? Lab results only raise more questions. It's like he came back to his report later and made those notes. So it might be related to something else.
Rollo scanned through several more pages.
Here, the writing looks shaky. I just couldn't help her. This disease, or whatever it is, progresses so fast. And with his wife passing, Terrence's condition follows close behind, exacerbated by the loss. Enough is enough. I need to take matters into my own hands.
Luca, staring blankly at the cabinet this whole time, spoke softly.
What does it say next?
Rollo rustled the folder, trying to loose more pages.
That's where it ends. What? There has to be more.
Luca frantically shoved the remaining cabinet folders, trying to find another labeled Walter.
Luca, I think that's the only one. It's alphabetical, see? What did he mean enough is enough? How did he take matters into his own hands? This is bullshit.
Luca slammed the drawer shut.
Interesting. But we're getting an ad. So I'm gonna pause for a bit while we have the ad going. I'm just gonna turn down the volume so you don't hear it in the clips on the BR back screen. I need some more water and stuff, so I need to take this ad break to replenish my water. So I'll see you in a bit. Cool. I have been wanting this one. Thank you so much for the level 5 hype train, guys. I think what we're gonna do about that is we can make this into a moment. We can make this into a moment. How do I make a moment? Do I not have the moment thing? Ah, no! That fucking stupid snowball! You robbed me of the strawberry! Roast beast. A handsome helping of hot cock. Hot cock. Oh my god. I will check out now. I will I will leave the planet. I will leave me alone. I would just wish that there was like a regret button. Regret button. You know what I mean? Redo, undo, redo. Fuck. English is hard, okay? Åh, härlighet. Och få en sötingsindrag. Min... This is painful. Ryggraden min gjør vondt, og blodet mitt bare... Ja. I don't even know how to word aches in a way that it comes across naturally in Norwegian. No, I can't do it. I can't. I'm But your blood does not ache. That's not even a thing. I don't do very well with horror games, okay? It's I don't know. It's not expecting that one. That's so embarrassing. I'm so okay, we're back. I forgot to unmute my mic. Yeah, I needed some extra water for this. Somehow there's more dialogue today than it was yesterday. No, Friday, I mean. So, there's a lot of talking.
They crowded around a worn-down old map of Beacon Pines.
You're just going through the slice of life genre on my anime list, adding anything interesting to a Crunchyroll list, and realizing you never have to watch anything but slice of life. Yeah, when it comes to anime, it's endless, honestly. And even a lot of shows that aren't categorized as slice of life can also still be considered slice of life. It's just they have a lot of other genres as well. So there's a lot in each genre. I don't think anyone is going to run out of any anime shows ever, no matter what genre they tend to watch. It's just so much. Cool. This looks like a treasure map. Not every old map is a treasure map, Rolo. Yeah, but every treasure map is an old map. Can't fault that logic. Look, there's even a pathway drawn on it. It starts at the entrance to town. And if we follow it...
Rolo carefully traced the path with his finger.
Even Fruits Basket isn't in the slice of life genre. So there's a ton of... Yeah, exactly. And Fruits Basket is probably my favorite. So, there's a lot. I could be considered that. I think it's because of... I think maybe it's because Fruits Basket has like a plot that... takes more space than the episodic nature of slice of life, or than it usually has. Not all of them have that either. I don't know. Probably yours too. It's really good. It leads right to...
He jabbed down at the end point.
Town Square? That's the fountain in the middle of town. What a weird place to hide treasure. Rolo, that doesn't look like a treasure to me. The end of the path on that map has the same symbol as those explosives over there. So it's not hiding treasure. A real bummer. Rolo, what's the thing you've been excited about for the past month? The festival. Did you just say gulp? This feels like a gulp kind of situation. Everyone will be gathered near the center of town. She's gonna blow up the festival. Not if we stop her. Oh no, Grandma's gonna blow up the town. Now she's caught us in the act of exposing her. What was that?
Luca looked up from the map.
What was what? No, I heard it too. That was the front door. Which means someone just shut the door. Which means someone's upstairs. Shh, quiet. Hit the lights.
Beck flicked off the light, and they became statues in the dark.
But the cabinet is still open. Like, it didn't shut off. It didn't close behind us, I think. So she's gonna see that the door is open.
Overhead, creaking floorboards bent under slow, deliberate steps.
Oh,
The kids
damn.
looked up, the tilt of their necks following each footfall. Then suddenly, it stopped. Without realizing, they'd been holding their breath. All three exhaled shakily and glanced at each other. A muffled male voice broke the silence.
Oh. Hello?
A final few footsteps reached the entrance above them, and the voice now echoed down the stairs.
Anyone down here? Anyone down there?
The three kids shuffled to the corners without a peep. As he began to descend the stairs, the man's voice punctuated every new step.
Hey, Zero. You thought that said bacon pines and you got excited? You thought, well, I mean, you never know. Like, could be some. Well, there has been some bacon appearing in the game as well. But how you doing, Zero? It's nice to see you.
Thump,
Yoo-hoo!
thump,
I'm not here to hurt anyone.
thump,
I'm just here to help.
thump,
Just...
thump. At the bottom step, the man paused, squinting to search the room for signs of life.
Huh. Guess it's nothing.
Rollo shifted suddenly. Luca gave him an intense, chastising look and whispered through clenched teeth.
Oh, don't.
It was too late. Rollo was already inching toward the stairway.
No!
He screeched as he charged toward the shadowy figure.
No! Flaming chicken coop!
With all his weight, Rollo tackled the man to the ground.
Rollo? Mysterious creepy man? Anyone there?
From the dark corner, they saw something move.
Oh, I didn't know if I had it in me. But there was only one way to find out. Holy crap, Rollo, that was awesome. Wait, did you just kill that person?
Luca scrambled to the hunched figure on the ground. Pressing his fingers to the man's neck, he sighed with relief.
You sure clobbered him good, Rollo. He's knocked out cold.
As Beck flicked back on the light, Luca and Rollo both gasped in stereo.
Mr. Tolliver?
Chapter 7.
Are you doing good? You will sit here and watch so you don't miss bacon-related content that might show up. Well, I'm glad you're doing good. Yeah, this is, it's a very dialogue-heavy game, this one. But I am so invested in the story that I'm really enjoying this. I hope other people are as well.
The interrogation of Hiram Tolliver. Still unconscious, Mr. Tolliver slumped heavily in a shoddy old chair. His hands were bound with rope, his feet tied with some loose string. The kids huddled in a circle, discussing their plan. One thing was certain, they couldn't just let Mr. Tolliver go. They needed to know what he was doing in Luca's house. After some deliberation, it was decided.
They'd run the classic good cop. Cop interrogation. Good cop, chill cop. This is the only option that I have. I don't have any other charms to choose. Remains high on the cozy radar. That's good. I'm glad. Dialogue isn't so bad when they do the reading for us. Well, most of the reading is the reading that I need to do. But there is some by the narrator as well. Okay, I guess chill.
the classic good cop, chill cop interrogation.
I'll handle this. Just gotta play it cool.
Luca walked calmly to the light switch, flicking it off and on a few times. Mr. Tolliver shook his head, gathering his wits.
Golly, I sure got my bell rung.
He looked over to find Luca, who returned a calming grin.
Sorry, Mr. Tolliver. This was all a big mistake. Look at what's going on here. Why do you have me strapped down? No one's fault, really. Rollo just got a little startled. Rollo's here?
Rollo and Beck emerged from hiding to give a timid wave.
Well, alright. Mistakes happen. You kids gave old Hiram a good scare. Just get me out of these ropes and call it even.
Luca glanced over to Rollo and Beck, who replied with skeptical looks.
Mr. Tolliver, why are you in my grand's basement? I'm here to help, of course. Help with what? What's my gran up to? If you'll just cut me loose, I can show you. How do I know we can trust you?
Mr. Tolliver exhaled with disappointment.
Luca, have I ever done wrong by you? No. And since your gran moved to town, haven't I been nothing but welcoming? Yeah. So why would I turn my back on your family now? It's just... all this stuff seems pretty weird. A board with names of people from town? An archive of my dad's old disturbing patient notes?
Luca gestured to the corner.
Barrels of explosives? I can explain everything. You just need to untie me. Why does he need to be untied to explain things, though? You kids deserve an explanation.
Luca looked again to Rollo and Beck.
He can explain while being tied up?
This time they shrugged. Luca began to slowly loosen the bindings.
No, don't do it.
Mr. Tolliver gently rubbed his wrists.
He's gonna run, isn't he? That's a good lad. This will all make sense in time.
He edged imperceptibly toward the stairs as he spoke.
I knew it. You see, this town has secrets, Luca. A very dark past indeed.
Before the kids had even noticed his movement, Mr. Tolliver was at the light switch.
A past that must be brought to...
Punctuated his final words by flicking the switch and rushing up the stairs.
light. Son of a...
Darted to the wall and turned back on the lights. It was too late.
Yeah, why did they untie him? Like, I know you're kids, but that was a stupid thing to do. Untied is conversation mode, tied up is sexy times mode. Hey, Steph! How are you doing? I look pretty... Oh, stop. Thank you. How are you doing, though? It's nice to see you. It is nice to see you. Hope you've been well. It was too late.
Rollo confirmed what they all heard.
He just locked us down here.
Mr. Tolliver's muffled voice came from behind the door.
I wasn't lying, you know. This is for your own good. You kids just keep tight down there. Let the adults handle this.
They looked bewildered at each other.
Play cool, huh? Not now, Beck.
They heard the staccato thump of quick steps exiting the house. The kids looked down in resignation. This isn't how it goes in Hank Atomic.
You good? Quickly saying hi while girlfriend is napping? Oh, I see, I see. So how are you guys doing, though, together? How have you been doing anything fun? But I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
For some reason, they'd always assumed it was up to them to save their town. Luca opened his mouth, hoping to conjure some magical words to make this right. Only a hollow croak escaped. The end.
The end? The end?
Well, we certainly aren't going to find a grand resolution to our tale locked in a basement.
That is true.
Back to the drawing board.
A beginner's guide to hostile interrogation. Yeah. So the thing is, we need to find something that is not chill. So we can do good cop and not chill cop, but something else. Weather. So we can either do this, hazardous hectoring, or weather. You guys can't see, but so all of the ones that are marked with a check mark means that we can't do anything more with those charms. Or badges, charms, I don't know. So the ones that have charms without the check mark are the ones we can choose. So it's either this or this. But these are two very different storylines. And personally, I'm kind of liking this one better. So I'm not sure. Together, amazing. Any of you went to chocolate museum since, you know, Belgium? Yeah. And shopping, bunch of food. Today's the first day you aren't really doing anything, but the connection IRL is even better than online and you're so happy. I'm so glad to hear that, Steph. That's really good to hear. I'm really happy for you. You deserve that. And it's also nice to have a day where you're just, you know, enjoying each other's company, not really doing much either, you know? Just having a day where you chill. I'm really glad to hear that. Yeah, I'm gonna pick this one. It's like she charged up your battery and you can kick Live's butt again, so that's nice. That is also nice. That is also really nice. I'm glad. I'm really glad. So how long is she staying for? Okay, so last time we picked break, which means that the weather went back to being clear. But this one will keep the dark cloud, so it will start to, well, there will be a storm, I guess.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble with ominous thunder.
You don't want to live like a caveman anymore? And what do you mean? Until Friday. Can't stay longer, unfortunately. She already extended it. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. But that is also a pretty long time, though. Like, you've already been... She's already been there maybe like a week already or something? I don't know. I'm just guessing. So that's already a really long time. So I'm glad you got to spend a lot of time together. And more still. You sure we can make it home before the storm kicks off?
Luca surveyed the roiling clouds.
I'd say the odds are good. Maybe you should stay here and I'll just make a break for it.
At that moment, the heavens opened up, unleashing torrential rain.
Care to recalculate those odds? Hurry inside, you two, before you catch a cold. Oh, damn. You were not okay. You isolated yourself 24/7, never went outside and was just rotting away. You don't want that anymore. Yeah, that's understandable. She's gonna be there for like 10 days total. Not that long. Feels longer though, because you were together 24/7. No, but I mean like getting time off and stuff, and you know, when you travel to a different country, that can be quite a long time. So I'm glad you at least got the amount of time that you did get, you know? Luca, Nella will keep trying to reach your gran on the phone. In the meantime, you two hold tight. Look at the little feet dangling over the edge of the bed. Sorry, not much to do up here. Most of my stuff is still in the boxes. Mind if I poke around? Be my guest. That's cute.
Luca squinted into the eye hole of the microscope.
This looks wild. What is it? Gum? Gum?
Luca adjusted the slide with his fingers to get a better look.
I'm tracking the structural integrity of gum with increasing amounts of chewing. Chewed that one for 47 days.
Luca wiped his hand off on his sweater and gave a nervous laugh.
She loves traveling too and already wants to come back in February. It's like you're living a dream right now. That is really cool. Yeah, if traveling wasn't so expensive, I totally get that. I would also wanna travel as soon as I could. But when are you gonna go travel to her at some point? Or like, I mean, obviously you probably will, but I'm like, are you planning on that? It's weird, I know.
Beck looked down, timidly tapping the ladder with her feet.
You think it's weird, don't you? A little. But weird can be cool. That's true. Weird can be cool. It's so expensive, like around 1K for a flight, and yes, you will travel to her whenever you can work again and have some more breathing space financially. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. I also would like to travel more, but money. Money! Oh wow. Roll and I have a radio just like this at the treehouse. Probably not exactly like this one. My mom and I tore the whole thing down to the bolts. I fitted it with some state-of-the-art vacuum tubes. She seems pretty awesome. She gets carried away sometimes. I think she feels guilty for working too much. So when she does have time for me, she showers me with high-tech overcompensation.
Flicked at one of the toggles.
I bet you can get all sorts of stations on this. Not out here in the boonies. You wouldn't believe the stuff I could pick up back in the city. But around here, it's all farm reports and static. Ah, shucks. Traveling within Europe isn't that expensive, though. If you want a quick getaway, yeah. True. That's true. But too bad most places that I want to go to is very far away. Like, I would prefer to go to Japan or South Korea. And that's a bit more expensive. I mean, I would like to go to the US again as well. But yeah, that's also very expensive. Asia, you don't know if that's expensive. It is expensive. But I don't know if it's more expensive than going to the US though. I'm actually not sure. I guess it also depends. Depends on how long, well, how far ahead you traveled planned the trip, I guess. Probably cheaper because it's closer. I guess it doesn't really depend on the distance always, but more about the time of year and what airport you're traveling from, maybe, or because it can be cheap as well, but yeah, I don't know.
Luca bent down to examine the bouquet of wilting flowers. Judging by the odor, they were well past their prime.
Pungent.
He flipped open the attached card.
Happy trails from Coach Walker and all the Fairview Condors. Oh, you weren't kidding about poking around, huh? Oh, sorry. Was this from your old school? The most recent one, yeah. Some schools gave me going away cards. Some did flowers. When they're really trying to feel good about themselves, they do both. So you mood a lot. Yeah, that's the thing with having a brilliant parent. There's always a better job somewhere else. Oh. These flowers would last longer if you put them in some water. That's the sort of thing I would do if I cared. Well, you cared enough to keep them, is all. Luca, can I ask you something? Of course. Super. That's quite the superhero landing. Oslo to Tokyo is 1,200 euros. Yeah, it is pretty expensive. And, well, I guess it is kind of cheaper to go to the US. But yeah. Yeah, it is pretty expensive. Dang, didn't that hurt? I'll be honest. That hurt more than I expected. Well, at least you look cool doing it.
Beck took a moment to watch the rivulets of water running down the window.
Do you ever feel alone? Like, even when people are around? Well, Rollo can be pretty absent-minded sometimes. I'm serious. Does it ever feel like your family doesn't care what you want? I didn't used to feel that way. I know Gran loves me, but sometimes when she looks at me, it's like she's looking at a problem.
Luca took a deep breath, exhaling slowly.
I know the feeling. How do you deal with that? I guess I haven't yet. But one thing my dad told me when I was little: don't hold a grudge, especially against yourself. If you try to hold it all in, you're gonna pop. So then, what do you do when you don't know what to do? Dad never got to that part. Something I figured out on my own, though. You gotta do something. Anything. Here. What are you doing? I don't know. Something. We're gonna register our complaints with the storm. Listen here, you miserable universe. Stop jerking me around. I just want things to go back to the way they were. Everyone tells me it's gonna be alright. That things are gonna change.
Luca let out a feral scream that echoed into the night.
Oh no. Every time something changes, everything gets worse. Screw this town. Wow. Let me try. Moving sucks. I hate it. I hate it. I hate that I hate it. Why can't I just deal with it and be happy for my mom? Why can't we just stay somewhere? Aw. Hey, Dave! How are you doing? You love this game? Oh, I love it too. I haven't finished it, but I already love it. But how are you doing? Oslo to Ohio is only 500. Probably because it's Ohio. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I mean, it really depends on the time of year that you travel as well. So, yeah. When I went to Texas, it wasn't that bad. But then again, if you have a lot of like layovers and stuff, it's always obviously going to be cheaper. But a direct flight is usually very expensive. You're doing well, just beat a game called Small Saga, which is really cute. Oh. I see, I see. I never heard of that. What type of game is it? But I'm glad you're doing well. Are you still playing... wait, have you finished Alan Wake 2? The one to Ohio was one layover, middle of December. Middle of December. That is pretty cheap, though, I would say.
Her voice dropped to a trembling whisper.
I just want to be a normal kid.
Beck brushed off her shirt and straightened up.
There. Wow. I actually feel a little better.
As abruptly as it began, the storm abated.
Thanks. I needed that. Me too. Should head out before the rain starts up again. Sure, I'll walk you out. See you on Roller at the festival? Sounds good. Luca, don't let the universe jerk you around.
Beck gave Luca a light thump on the arm before heading in.
No.
Chapter 5.
Same price to go to Philadelphia. I see, I see. It just came out. It's an indie RPG about medieval rats who live under London. Interesting. I actually have I think I have 3 different games about rats in my Steam wish list. So I'm kind of surprised that I don't know which one it is. I don't know. I feel like I have so many animal related games. I'm not a furry. I don't say that it, and I'm not saying it's anything bad about being a furry, but I just there's something about games with animals that I'm kind of drawn to. I'm just trying to see what it is. Ah, I see, I see. Wait! I actually saw someone play this game the other day. Was it yesterday? I think I saw someone play this. I think it was Marsh. I think Marsh was playing this game. It looks cute though. No, unfortunately, still having technical... Oh, you're having technical issues. I see. Is it like the game being buggy or something? Rollo has a New York accent. Don't let anyone tell you different. I mean, I can see that. I can see that. Animals are great. Makes sense. They are. They are. I don't know. I just always like being... like playing as an animal in a game, because it feels like, I don't know, sometimes it just doesn't feel like you're far enough from yourself being another human. I don't know, it's slightly more of escapism, I guess, being an animal in a game. I don't know if that's the logic behind it either, but that was just my immediate thought. Weird audio stuff? You think it's your PC? Oh, I see. Well, that sucks. That sucks. Is it because you're... Is the game, like, too demanding or something for your PC? Also, I forgot to do a shouty outy for both Steph and Dave. Yeah, go give them a follow. Sorry to run so soon, but you gotta get some work done. Hope you enjoy Beacon Pines. No worries, no worries. You do what you need to do. But yeah, thank you so much for stopping by, though. Appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Friendly feud. The air was heavy with a hard rain's residue.
Friendly feud. That doesn't sound too good.
The smell of wet things. Despite his dreary surroundings, Luca felt at peace. He'd never shared those details about his dad with anyone, not even Rollo. But it's not like this changed anything. Rollo was still his best friend.
Well, you can have more than one best friend, you know?
Adding Beck to the group would help balance things out. Everything's better in threes.
I don't know if that is true, though.
This is what Luca told himself as he headed to the treehouse.
Oh, it's the bat.
The Valentine Mansion loomed over every other building in town, both figuratively and literally.
Hey, Dawn. Tracking down a lead? You bet. I heard a juicy new rumor. Turns out when Sharper Valentine died, he left behind a peculiar last will and testament. Peculiar how? He didn't just give his kids an inheritance. There were conditions. Like what? The document stipulated that Eris had to take on a child as a reward. A kid our age, who just showed up to town one night with a lawyer. Solomon? Bingo. So Eris was forced to take care of him? Yep, or she would have lost everything. Why would Sharper care so much about some random kid? Rumor has it, old Sharper sowed some wild oats. That explains why Eris treats him. No, that explains the way Eris treats him. Poor Solomon. How did you find all this out? A good reporter never reveals her source, Luca. So this time they're not gonna come out of the gate? Oh, damn.
After the foul harvest destroyed their wealth and reputation, the Valentines shuttered off their estate from the rest of town.
I'd better not dilly-dally. Gotta get to the treehouse. Sure. I like taking a detour, you know? Doing some exploration. Wow, this one has been sitting outside the entire time, even during the rain. He met his old friend's eyes and was greeted with nothing but ice-cold anger. Heavens, this is no time for fractured friendships. Is this like foreshadowing? I guess, maybe. Excuse me, what are you doing? Just locking up for the night, sir. Oh, wonderful. I can only assume this means all festival preparations have been completed ahead of schedule. Not exactly, sir. The storm set us back a bit, and it's getting late, so we all decided to... You all decided? Yes, sir. I was unaware that your job involved deciding things. We are all here at Perennial Harvest because we believe in creating a better future, yes? Yes, sir. Very much, sir. Do you want to be the one to tell this town that we failed them? No. That we gave up because there was a little rainstorm and we all got sleepy? Of course not, sir. Good. Then it's decided. Yes, sir. Well, we'll work till the task is done. See that you do. A harvest awaits. Damn. I keep pressing B because I want to use it as a sprint button, but then I just end up opening the quest log instead. Oh, now I can do the fishing. I have not used pungent because we just got it.
Luca wrapped a twig of thyme around the hook. Some fish have refined taste.
Hmm. What is that? Property of Sharper Valentine. Figures. If he had his way, property of Sharper Valentine would be written on everything in this town. Should we give it back to him? He may not even want it back. The man's got a contentious relationship with time. We'll keep it here in case he ever wants to pick it up. Ah, it was a pocket watch. I see, I see.
Luca gently
No.
weighted a feather for skimming the...
No, no, no. I don't need to do that. Rollo, are you still up there? I'm sorry, Rollo isn't accepting any visitors at the moment. Come back never.
Luca had only ever heard him speak in this stiff yet gentle tone a few times. It always meant one thing.
He's annoyed that we came late. You're upset. Oh, what makes you say that? Maybe because my best friend abandoned me for no reason? I didn't abandon you. I'm just a little late.
Rollo scoffed.
The rain held me up. Liar. You weren't even home. What? The storm got bad and I got worried. So I went looking for you. Imagine my surprise when I made it to your house. You weren't there. I hadn't made it back yet. I'm not a fool, Luca. It doesn't take all day to deliver some jam. No, that storm rolled in out of nowhere. And I got stuck after dinner at Beck's.
Luca stumbled on his words, knowing he'd said too much.
Beck? Dinner? What the heck is a Beck? She's a new kid in town. She's actually kind of cool. You'd like her. She needed help convincing her parents that she'd made new friends. New friends? I spent all day waiting for you. And you were off making new friends? It's not like that, Rollo. You know, while I was waiting, I made some upgrades to mission control. It was gonna be a surprise. But you took so long, the storm knocked it all down. Just like you knocked down our friendship. What does that even mean?
Luca became instinctively angry in response. Both boys were now shouting across the distance.
Oh no. It means you're a bad friend. You don't care about me. Of course I care, you ass. I knew I'd get in trouble waiting so late for you. But I kept my word. Because that's what friends do. Oh wow, what a noble sacrifice you made. Easy for you to say. Your gran doesn't even care. You can stay out as long as you want. You wouldn't even get in trouble. Seriously? You're acting like I chose this? If that's what you think, then maybe you're the bad friend.
Rollo's tone changed to a calm, yet more intense anger.
Oh no. Maybe Pa is right. Storms bring more than water. This one brought out the real Luca. Stop quoting your Pa's nonsense like it means anything. Yeah, well, at least my Pa is still around. Oh, damn.
Cold night air.
I can't believe he went there. Jesus Christ. The words hung in the cold night air.
Rollo's stomach dropped, knowing he'd crossed a line.
Oh yeah, you did.
But it was too late.
Luca, Good night, Rollo. Dang it. Yeah, he did it now.
dug through his old stuff, not even sure what he was looking for.
Rollo. What a jerk. If Rollo thinks I'm still going to the festival with him, he can shove it. Call me a bad friend? Oh, I'm Rollo. Look at me and my amazing family. I wonder how many times I can do this. Probably forever. Barry! Hi, Barry. Why did you change your color? You're not a blueberry anymore. You're like a... red currant. That was the first berry I could think of that was red. That was round. I don't know why round was important, but it's like... it's the closest I could think of to a blueberry that was red. Not a raspberry, no. Well, you forgot to change it back. No, I was just asking because it was unexpected to see you use red. But how are you doing, Barry? It's so nice to see you. But raspberries is kind of pink though, Panda, not red. Strawberry would be more accurate color-wise. You were trolling a friend earlier? Oh, I see, I see. But how are you doing though? How you doing, Barry? How you doing, Barry? Raspberry druid. Yeah. I guess I'm just never supposed to make new friends. Oh no. Luca?
Gran cooed gently from the hallway.
Slept straight through breakfast. Luca, are you alright? I'm fine. Just don't feel like getting up yet. Okay, I'll leave this oatmeal by the door. I gotta run out and take care of some things. Okay. I'll be back later to check in. Sure.
Luca just wanted to be alone.
Oh. So pedant. Well... do you even know me? Do you even know me, Panda? Were you good? Just been helping your dad with some errands? Ah, I see, I see, I see. I hope you've had a good weekend, though. Pedantic, yeah? I mean, it makes sense. It fits.
He waited to hear the sound of the front door closing.
I bet Rollo's still gonna go to the festival. He's gonna be miserable. It's been a good weekend. You missed Texas. Oh, so you're back in Texas now? Oh yeah, well, I mean, you did say you helped your dad. So how long are you gonna stay there?
Luca dozed off again.
Luca? I see you didn't eat your oatmeal. Wasn't hungry. Well, just in case you get hungry, I'll leave a sandwich here too. Thanks. Rollo came by. What did he say? He wanted to talk to you. What did you say? I told him you weren't feeling well. Good. So your plan is to just sit in your room all day? Pretty much. Well, I need to pop away again for a minute. If you decide to end your pity party and go outside, I think it'll do you some good. Noted.
Lucas still couldn't bring himself to go out. Besides, if he ran into Rollo, he'd have to actually confront the situation.
True. Just temporarily, your mom went up to Illinois to be with Ruby before the baby arrives, so you heal. Yeah. Yeah, because is her due date in December? Or is it at the end of this month? I know that I've asked this before, but it's just I forget. There's never anything interesting at the festival anyway. Oh. Don't tell me that's like a photo album or something.
The Adventures of Hank Atomic.
The complete first volume.
Luca carefully opened the cover and began to read. Rollo had received it for his birthday, a special hardcover edition with behind-the-scenes commentary and bonus art. Rollo cherished it, but asked that Luca keep it at his house. Luca wasn't sure if it was because Rollo didn't trust himself with it, didn't trust his sister around it, or just wanted an excuse to come hang out at Luca's more often. Whatever the reason, Luca didn't mind. But it had stayed right there where Rollo had stashed it ever since. Now, at the foot of his bed, Luca lost himself in the pages. He'd read it all before, but at this moment, it somehow felt sentimental.
Oh, but that's because they're good friends. They just said some stuff they shouldn't have.
He was well into issue number 5 when he heard soft footsteps from the hallway.
Luca, another little friend came to see you. A girl named Beck Modwell. I actually don't remember how that last name was pronounced. She said you met yesterday. What did she say? Is she here? She was just dropping by. I told her you weren't taking visitors today. Oh. She seems nice. Yeah. You had a fight with Rollo, didn't you? Can I come in? Maybe later. Alright then. I'll leave dinner on the kitchen table. In case you want a bite before bedtime.
Without realizing it, Luca had pouted away the entire afternoon.
Wow, and he hasn't even left the room to pee.
He once again felt the weight of it all and allowed his weary eyes to close. Luca stood in a vast black expanse. He looked up at his father standing beside him. Walt was working a straw at the bottom of a fountain glass, trying to collect the last bits of milkshake. Dad, where are we? Taking a final loud gurgling sip, his father peered up from the glass. He jangled the straw playfully with a warm smile, then lifted the empty glass as if to point into the darkness. The source? Luca's eyes followed his father's gesture. In an instant, he was sitting in front of a blazing campfire. Across from him sat a large figure in a yellow hazmat suit. The figure's voice was a scratchy echo. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour. Make yourself comfortable. Luca held his shivering hands over the flame to warm himself. It doesn't work that way here. Their yellow-gloved hand pointed to the base of the flame. It's a cold flame. See? Luca peered at the base of the fire. It wasn't wood that was burning. It was Beacon Pines itself.
What?
Tiny buildings, freezing and crumbling as they were consumed by flame. Luca could see small shadows moving in the burning city. People. Luca leapt to his feet. We've got to help them! The figure gave a dismissive wave of their hand. Why waste energy helping people who can't even help themselves? The figure bent down to examine the panicked crowd as they desperately tried to stop the flames. They only care about what's right in front of them. Not like us. Luca's voice was a trembling whisper. Us? The figure slowly stood up, grabbing its helmet with both hands. With a jolt and a twist, the suit emitted a gasp. A cloud of torpid mist escaped, slowly revealing the face within. Luca's own face looked back at him. Older, worn, distant. The sensation was oddly familiar. As if he'd caught his own reflection by surprise in the mirror, the doppelganger smiled. I tried to help once. He gestured towards his face.
I mean, we have gone back to rewrite history a few times, so...
And all it got me was this. Lucas staggered back. You aren't me. Luca felt a hand catch his shoulder. His father was there again, beside him. Every choice sets us on a path. This is the end of one of your paths, son.
So if we make a wrong choice, the city might be burning, or like the town might burn.
Luca watched his older self shake its head ruefully, its face twisting into a cruel grin. Welp, Dad, if you wanted him to see this, far be it from me to disappoint. Luca watched in shock as the figure took a confident step forward and plunged into the flames. In a flash of cold light, he was gone. What does all of this mean? Luca felt a reassuring squeeze on his shoulder. Just remember, why we choose matters just as much as what we choose. Luca woke up to see a hazy figure at the foot of his bed, silhouetted in the morning sun.
Mom? No, dear. It's only Gran.
Luca rubbed his eyes. The kind, concerned face of his gran came into focus.
How are you feeling? Fine. Anything you want to talk about? I don't feel like talking. That's just as well. How about you sit there and listen a bit? Whatever you and Rolo thought about doesn't matter. But he...
Gran silenced Luca with a gentle pat on the leg.
Fights between friends happen. What was said doesn't matter. The important thing is that it's not the last thing you ever say to each other. But he said stuff about Dad. Well, do you think he meant it? Also, we're getting an ad now. We're getting an ad. So I am gonna take a quick break. I'll leave the dialogue here. And I'll see you in a bit. I really need to pee. Never... I can say 100% sure that I have never bleached my anus. I don't know why that needs to be said, but it... Now you know. Roast beast. A handsome helping of hot cock. Hot cock. Oh my god. I will check out now. I will I will leave the planet. I will leave me alone. It's time to learn how to smash. Somehow that sentence just seemed wrong to me. Oh, I have been wanting this one. Thank you so much for the level 5 hype train, guys. I think what we're gonna do about that is we can make this into a moment. We can make this into a moment. How do I make a moment? Do I not have the moment thing? Å, herlighet. Og for en søting Sindre jeg. Min... This is painful. Ryggraden min gjør vondt, og blodet mitt bare... Ja. I don't even know how to word aches in a way that it comes across naturally in Norwegian. No, I can't do it. I can't. I'm But your blood does not ache. That's not even a thing. Damn. Look at them, like, look at them vibing together. Look at them vibing. Like, we're best buds now. Why do you think they call it the Darkwood? Keep your head on your shoulders, lad. We've got a big dad. Oh my god. We got a big bad wolf to bring down. There we go. I told you I would do it this time. Oh shit. Okay. We're back. We're back. Okay, so we're back to the conversation with Gran. Well, do you think he meant it? No. He was just mad. Mm-hmm. And did you mean any of the things you said to him? No. Good. One must appreciate friends in their best moments. And accept them in their worst. Now get your little butt out of bed. The festival's today. You don't want to miss that, do you? I guess not. Seems like a good opportunity to make amends with Rollo, doesn't it?
Luca gave a reluctant nod.
So buy him a corn dog and apologize. But he's the one that... What did I just say? Buy him a corn dog. That's a good boy. Everything's better with corn dogs. I need to get going now. Got some last minute festival business to take care of. I'll come find you at the fountain at the fountain a little after lunch. Damn, I don't know why I had issues saying that. All right. I love you, Luca. Love you too.
Luca took a deep breath.
Okay.
Chapter 6. Through thick and thin. Despite Luca's bitterness, Gran was right. He needed to hash things out with Rollo. A big fight changes the nature of a friendship. Whether, in the end, it is for the better or for the worse, all comes down to understanding. If one is not careful, the same familiarity that builds the strongest of bonds can become the wrecking ball that shatters them.
That's actually very true.
Seclusion, taking in the crisp festival air. But the events of the day weren't on his mind. He had to find Rollo.
Obviously, I know he wasn't going to be here, but I wanted to go here anyway. Just in case. Oh, there you are. Luca, Rollo wanted me to tell you something. What is it?
Roxy rolled her eyes. shaking her head.
A space adventure, though you needn't buy it. If you're brave, go somewhere quiet. Oh, Roxy, I don't... It's a riddle, Luca. My goofy little brother wants you to find him.
Luca looked down and kicked at the dirt.
Look, I know you two how to fight. The only thing more annoying than my little brother is my little brother without his best friend. So I'm doing him this one favor. Now I need one favor from you. Whatever it is that went down between you two, squash it. A space adventure, though you needn't buy it. If you're brave, go somewhere quiet. It's the festival. How goes the beetle hunt? Pretty rotten. I haven't seen so much as an exuviae. And it's not just the beetles. This morning I couldn't find any critters at all. It's like everything that buzzes or skitters just packed up and left. I'm sure they're out there somewhere. Maybe all the commotion of the festival just spooked them. Yeah, maybe that's it. Something tells me it has something to do with the fertilizer. Something going on at the factory. Maybe it just killed all the beetles. Even the beehive was empty. Welcome to our festival. Don't forget to come back later, Mr. Kerr's, for Mr. Kerr's speech. And the Perennial Harvest Festival sign reveal. You don't want to miss it. Yeah, please don't do that. Unique New York. Unique New York. Huh? Oh, don't mind me. Just warming up for my big ceremony speech.
Mr. Kerr pointed to his grinning mouth.
Gotta limber up the old gab box. You nervous? Oh, heavens no. Won't break a leg? Give me the gift of... I don't know what he said. I don't know who Perennial Harvest thinks they're impressing with this ridiculous festival. Totally. The town's falling apart. The weather's still cruddy, and this season's harvest looks like it's going to be worse than last year's. You said it. No amount of corporate pandering is going to change any of that. Exactly. But the lemonade at the drink stand over there does look pretty tasty. Fits. I'm still gonna be mad at them. I'd just rather be mad while sipping some delicious lemonade is all. Ain't moving.
Jeff was staring into the distance with a wistful look.
Hey Jeff, everything alright? Huh? Yeah, everything's fine. I mean, it used to be fine. Just ain't right these days, you know? I really do, actually.
Jeff turned to Luca with a furrowed brow, then gave an understanding nod.
You do, don't you?
For a moment, the two now shared that same wistful gaze.
Every single time. Yep. Wait for it. Unexplained sound once again noted. Like clockwork. What a bunch of drones. Haha. I'm guessing that he wants me to show up at the treehouse, so that's why I'm saving that for last. A most welcoming of welcomes. Would you like to share your thoughts? We always try to improve. Nope. This is the first time I've seen this many smiling faces since the Fall Harvest. I had my doubts about Perennial Harvest, but I must admit, they do put on a nice party. Piper, you're actually taking a break from studying. I wanted to see what all the festival fuzz is about. But I can't help but notice. You still brought your backpack full of books. Luca, backpacks can carry a lot more than just books. True, true. So what you got in there? What be books? Books, yeah. Hey, Luca. How's Griffin doing? What? Oh, nothing.
Sorry all became flesh.
Just pretend I didn't say anything. Who's Griffin again? I don't even know. Luca, did you know that Beacon Pines is actually unincorporated? A lot of people don't know that. Wow, yeah, I didn't know. What's that mean? It means most public works are handled internally. We do all the pipelines, the water treatment, building regulations. That's great. Census taking. Emergency services. Okay, little dude. Hey, Luca. So you're done at the library? Huh? Oh, nothing.
Griffin looked away suspiciously.
Oh, that's Griffin. Nothing at all. So is the library where he wants us to meet? The melon is just so funny to smack. Wait! I got an achievement for that? Watermelon bongo. I got a smack. I've already done this, but I don't know if it's gonna be the same or not.
We all know Beacon Pines is a great town.
It's gonna be the same. You're off to bed for an early one. You didn't get enough sleep last night and up at 6 tomorrow. I see, I see. I hope you sleep well, Panda. Yeah, I'm gonna be ending after 4 hours. But I hope you sleep well. Have a good night. I was able to return the perennial harvest safety suit you borrowed. I don't think anyone noticed. Good. Now, will you tell me what you needed it for? It was a favor for an enemy of my enemy. This isn't going to harm Mr. Kerr, is it? All you need to know is that it's good for the good. That it's for the good of the family. I got a question for you. What do you think this whole festival is for? The way I figure it, Perennial Harvest is trying to win over the town. Like a bribe, but with balloons. Cynical. I like where your head's at. That's what I assumed at first too, until I eavesdropped on a couple of gossipy clipboards. What if I told you that this whole thing is really a special shindig for a super secret guest of honor? A special guest? Who? I haven't dug that deep yet, but whoever it is, PH thinks they're a big deal. That's curious. Okay, so that's where the game wants me to go. I thought it would be the treehouse. But the guy at the ice cream stand, he was hinting at me if I had gone there. Okay, so the puddle here is gone. Interesting. Property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. Looks old. Okay, I gotta make absolutely sure that there's nothing going on at the treehouse. Before we continue the story. Also, what does the smack thing do? Maybe it's something to do with the fishing as well. Did you hear? After Mr. Kerr gives his big speech, you're gonna have the first annual biggest catch competition. As long as a boot qualifies as a catch, I'm a shoo-in. Good luck! The smack does work here. I wonder what that means.
Luca stuck a toy stretchy hand onto the hook. Those things always get dirty anyway.
Oh, I used to have those. Those were fun. Was that a bracelet? Should we give it to Mom? She likes jewelry. That's a sweet thought, Buckaroo. But I'm not sure she'd fully appreciate a pawn bracelet. Looks like we could use some new bait. What do you say we head out and find some more? Yeah, I wouldn't mind some more. I don't have any more though. I've used all I have.
Luca wrapped some tape.
Yeah, no. Yeah. It's empty. It's empty. Okay, let's go to the library. To the library. This is the fountain that is gonna explode. Burn the entire town to the ground. The library. Somewhere quiet. Oh. Hey, Luca.
Kato's eyes lit with excitement.
Is he in the back room? I've been expecting you. Bravo on deciphering the first riddle. Oh. Got an achievement. The first... Oh, you didn't think that was all, did you? Rollo does go all out, doesn't he?
Kato straightened up and cleared his throat as if preparing to sing.
On planet Farpole, you may take issue. When the fifth king dies, you'll need a tissue.
Kato stared at Luca eagerly.
Get it? Want me to tell you? No, it's okay. Let me figure it out. Alright, when you find it, bring it here to be verified. And if you decide you want a hint, the offer still stands. So it's a book here, I take it. Hey Jace, still working through the newest Hank Atomic? You know it? Some fascinating canon towards the end. Did you know Hank Atomic's Shrinko Ray doesn't technically shrink stuff? It uses inverse quantum particle decay. to literally grow the entire universe around an object, leaving that object unaltered. So it just looks shrunk compared to everything else. Bingo. That's wild. But Jace, no spoilers, please. Alright, sorry.
Luca grabbed the modern science of atomic radiation from the shelf.
Once you got a book, you can either bring it here to me, or just grab a different one.
Luca grabbed Natural Photography, Volume 5, from the shelf.
It was only volume 5, but it doesn't fit the rest.
Luca grabbed the 5 Pillars of Success from the shelf. Luca grabbed The Issue with Self-Help, a helpful guide, from the shelf.
I mean, that could be it.
Luca grabbed 500 Meals for One Big Pot from the shelf. Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 4, from the shelf. Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 5, from the shelf.
Is that the one? It probably is. Ah, you found it.
Luca removed his book from the desk and replaced it with Luca's, turning on the lamp. As he slid the book under the purple light, 2 words glowed. The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue 5.
First try.
Luca clicked his tongue with recognition.
Rollo's cipher pen. He used to write secret messages everywhere with that. And only I had the special flashlight needed to reveal it. But I lost it. Well, apparently he traded Jeff for this purple light bulb. Parted with his entire Halloween candy stash. Oh, Rollo. Now let's see here.
Kato began flipping through the pages, stopping when he hit a glowing word.
Get away with such a
He
grift.
continued flipping.
Only found in Grub. Grift in Grub. Cart.
Reaching the end of the book, Kato looked up.
That's it. Grift in Grub. Cart. Griffin's grub cart. He wants me to go to Griffin's snack stand. Ah, brilliant. I guess you're off then. Good luck on the rest of the scavenger hunt. Thanks, Kato. Nice, nice. So many books. Or so many books, yeah. Thoughts on the Mario RPG remake that was recently... I have not played it. I also never played the original. So I don't really have an opinion on it. It does look cute though. I'm not really much for you know, traditional RPGs like that with turn-based combat and everything. Wait, why am I going here? This is not where I'm supposed to go. Have you been playing it? Hey, Griffin. Did Rollo come?
Before Luca could finish his sentence, Griffin handed him a corn dog.
Oh, that's it? Bought and paid for. Enjoy. I thought there was supposed to be a riddle or something.
Luca shrugged, taking a sizable bite out of the corn dog.
Yuck. It's cold. Oh yeah, that's been sitting here for a while. Roland wanted me to be sure to give you that one specifically. Well, that's just...
Luca tongued at his cheeks, feeling something rough between his teeth.
a riddle.
He reached into his mouth and pulled out a slip of paper.
Oh, come on.
He shook off the bits of corn dog dog to read the slip.
A pickup when you need some pep. Near the fountain, up the step.
Luca finished off the remainder of the corn dog.
This is getting to be a whole thing. I know exactly where that is. You played the original 3 times, you can't justify buying a Switch. Ah, you don't have a Switch. I see, I see. There you are, Luca. There's no way I'm actually doing this. It's way below my pay grade. Oh, come on, you big stiff. Let the kids have some fun. Fine. But Rollo owes me one.
Lumi waved his hands around sarcastically as he began.
What takes flight but has no wings? Your final task, a friendship it brings. See, that wasn't so hard. Ugh, I feel cheapened somehow. I think it's sweet. Good luck, Luca. Maybe it's the rocket that is in their treehouse. Wait, no, it's balloons. Hey. Hey. Did you find the comic book? Yep. And you got the corn dog? Yeah. Well done. I know it doesn't make up for what I said. But here, you earned this.
Rollo sheepishly handed Luca the balloons.
Aww. Cute. Flight. Thanks. You didn't have to go to all this trouble. I'm sorry I got so mad. Dang it. You were supposed to let me apologize first. Oh, sorry. Now you apologized twice before me. Just let me do this. Luca, I'm really sorry. With everything that's happened, with your mom and all, I've always wanted to be there for you. Be a good friend, you know? When you said you were hanging out with someone else, I kind of freaked out. Rollo, still my turn. I felt like if you needed some new friend to help you, it meant that I wasn't good enough. That was selfish and wrong. I was wrong. I'm so sorry, Luca. Okay, apology over. You can talk now.
Luca threw himself at Rollo, hugging him as tightly as he could.
Oh, Rollo, I don't deserve you. I don't deserve you either. That's why we deserve each other. So, what else do you want to do today? We could snoop around and try to find some info about your mom. Snoop where? We could probably sneak into the perennial harvest HQ while everyone's at the festival. Aren't you curious about all the stuff those clipboards write down? What if we get caught? I think I've had enough excitement for 1 week. Let's just make the rest of the day about us. Really? Yeah, the rest of the world can wait 1 more day. You know, I have been wanting to get some work done on the MCDC at Mission Control. The aim is a bit unpredictable. That sounds perfect. Aw. The way they walk is so cute. And the balloons as well. I just want to see if I could use the new charm here. No.
Luca gently baited for skimming.
I kind of figured that it wouldn't work. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot. I ran into your gran this morning. She asked me to give you this.
Rollo handed Luca an unopened letter.
I'll wait for you inside if you want to read it now. A letter?
Luca, some things are going to happen that might be difficult for you to understand.
Oh no.
If I am honest, I hardly understand them myself. But whatever happens, I need you to know that I love you.
What? What is she gonna... I don't even want to finish that sentence.
None of this is fair to you. You have already lost so much. We both have. I wish there was a simpler way forward. But if there is, I haven't thought of it. God knows I've tried.
What is Grandma doing?
Everything I've done, I did for you. I hope someday you can accept that. Love, Gran.
I love you too, Gran.
Luca folded the paper into his pocket and headed up the ladder.
What's up with the letter? Anything you want to talk about? Maybe later. Sure, whenever you want. You know, you really didn't have to go to all that trouble just to apologize. I know, but we've been looking forward to the festival for weeks. After I ruined everything with my big mouth. This was the best way to make sure you still had a good time without me. Rolo.
Luca was at a loss for words.
Aw,
But that was fine. Words aren't always necessary.
true. The festival seemed nice. Was it nice? We can still go. No, this is fine. Well, there's always next year.
Sadly, this was untrue.
Hmm.
A distant rumble shook the treehouse.
Huh? What was that? Oh no. It was the fountain that exploded, right? Oh man, we missed the fireworks?
It was not fireworks. It was something the boys couldn't possibly comprehend. Something as old and cruel as time itself.
Excuse me?
A shockwave of cold tore through the room. A bitter, unfathomable chill. Before they could react, it encased them in ice.
What?
Two boys, reunited by friendship, only to be cruelly separated by a malevolence beyond reason.
Excuse me?
And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene.
I mean, the dream he had was talking about a fire that was cold from the fountain in town. But I didn't think it would be literally this cold.
In a silent treehouse turned statuary, in a town brought low by its secrets, sits a pair of friends, alone, together. For the rest of time. The end. No, that can't be the ending. It simply can't.
No, I can't.
I won't accept it, and I hope you won't either.
Of course not.
There are more endings, more possibilities. I can feel it. We are just going to have to sort through them all until we find the one that fits.
Mm-mm. True, true. Okay, you guys can't see, but... So we made both possible choices here. We could still go back to this branch. But the thing is, this is a completely different storyline. Or not, but as you can see, it branches out, so. We could do the interrogation here. And I think I kind of want to do that because we already picked this side and I kind of want to stick to this side. So I'm going to do that. Now we can play the good cop, bad cop, but... Or good... Instead of good cop, chill cop, we can do good cop, hard cop. They'd run the classic good cop, hard cop interrogation.
They'd run the classic good cop, hard cop interrogation. Rollo brandished a steely gaze. I've got this. Read about it 100 times.
Don't overthink it, Sarah.
Rollo swaggered past the chair which propped up the slumping Hiram Tolliver. Without even looking at his captive, he began with a long, blustery drawl.
Well, well, well. Mr. Tolliver.
Mr. Tolliver remained motionless. Rollo spun around to face him. He'd clearly expected to rouse Mr. Tolliver with his booming voice.
Mr. Tolliver?
Beck and Luca gave each other an unsure glance. Rollo slammed his fist on the table.
I said, Mr. Tolliver.
He grabbed the table lamp and beamed it onto the unconscious face. Mr. Tolliver groaned.
The lamp.
And slowly lifted his head.
Of course, the lamp.
He recoiled with a muddled, weary squint.
What in the world?
The chair wobbled as he attempted to straighten up.
Who's there?
Mr. Tolliver could only make out rough shapes through the glaring light.
Hey, Shane. How you doing, Shane? Hope you're doing well.
With a gruff tone, Rollo hoped to both conceal his voice and intimidate.
I'll be asking the questions here, punk. Now hold on. Let's just calm down. Oh, I am calm. Calm as a carrot in dirt. As for you, looks like you're sweating.
The doubtful expression on Beck and Luca's faces transformed into awe.
We can do this my way, or... Well, let's just say, I never needed another way.
Rollo, hitting his stride, was now channeling every detective trope his memory could recall. He slammed the table again.
Now dance. What? I don't even...
Mr. Tolliver's voice became desperate. He was nearly in tears.
Oh no. You tie me down. How on earth could I dance? Dance with your mouth, punk. Spill the beans. What are you doing poking around this house? I'm here to help Juniper. To make sure everything's ready. Oh, so you're in cahoots with Gran. Gran?
Mr. Tolliver was in a daze, now more confused than ever.
Are you okay? That's good. That's good. I'm also doing good. Gonna help her blow up the festival, eh? Blow up the festival? Good lord.
He shook his head, feeling more and more dizzy.
No, you got it all wrong. Where is she now? She's headed to the source. Source? What's the source? It's where
His voice faded to a whisper.
the town began. Where it all began. What is Operation Sparkplug?
With that, Mr. Tolliver passed out cold. Rollo
Oh,
swung
damn.
around with a repentant grimace.
Damn, Rollo. I think you went a little too hard on him. What did he say about the source? It's where the town began? We need more information. Yeah, but we'd better not push Mr. Tolliver any farther. Is there anyone else who might know more? What about the History Museum? It just got set up for the festival. Nah, that tent was put up by the Valentines. Everything they do is just a bunch of fluff to glorify themselves. Is there anything more reliable? The library. If there's any information about the source thing, Kato can help us find it. Let's go get some answers. Aha. This is a dang nice library. Thanks. We work hard on it. Aren't you a little too adorable to be a librarian? What? Adorable? Oh, Kato hung out here so much. Eventually they gave him a set of keys. I just keep an eye on the place for Miss Novak sometimes. He got you working for free? It's quiet and I get access to all the books I can read. What more could a person want? Fair enough. Damn, free child labor? Damn. What can I do for you all? We need a favor. I already told you and Rollo. I can't put you any higher on the wait list for the next Hank Atomic. And if you're here with more candy, I'll have you know, I can't be bought. Call it a personal code of conscience. Actually, we're looking to do some research. Now you're speaking my language. What are you looking for? That's the thing. We sorta don't know. What do you got on the history of the town? There's the county record archives. What's in those? Births, deaths, newspapers, newspaper clippings, stuff like that. Pretty boring reading. But they do go all the way back to when the town was founded. Great, we'll start there.
Chapter 8. 6 feet under, 3 towns over.
Hmm.
The kids spent the rest of the afternoon combing through dusty piles of old county records, desperately searching for anything that could help them make sense of Mr. Tolliver's cryptic utterance. Luca tried to shake the thought of Gran's basement, but his focus wavered. Explosives, messages hidden in jam, dossiers on various town figures, and a corkboard threaded with photos. It was the only family he had left. He still couldn't bring himself to believe the worst. But the old map with the symbol of explosives in town square made that difficult. As the sun began to set, the kids were no closer to the truth.
If I have to read any more records, my eyeballs are gonna pop. We have to keep digging. If I dig another word, I'm gonna end up in one of these asinine death records. Rollo Cotter lived a full and wonderful life, till he read so much boring crud that his brain oozed out of his ears.
Rollo shut his book with an assertive nod.
If you got a better idea, spit it out. You sound like my sister. You're adding this game to the list, so it is such a good game. I am enjoying it so much. I started last stream, and I was just looking forward to the next stream so I could play this again. It's a lot better than I thought it would be. Like, I knew that it would be good, but I didn't know how good it would be. Keep pushing your luck, pal. And it won't be boring county records that kill you. I'll put you in the obituaries myself.
Rollo muttered under his breath.
You're a county record? Really? That's the best you got? When I'm done with you, you'll be the footnote in history. Just like
Slammed her finger down on the open page before glancing down to read.
J. Hartford here. I'd love to see you try. Hey. We're all a little tired here. Let's just take a minute and...
Something tickled the back of Luca's mind.
Wait. What was that name? Beck? What was that name, Beck? Not Beck, as in the name. in the obit, J. Hartford. Or Hartford. From the Brookville Tribune 8 years ago. That can't be right. What is it? J. Hartford. That's my grand's name. Juniper Hartford. Maybe there were 2 J. Hartfords? Mrs. Hartford is survived by her young daughter E. Hartford. My mom's name is Eleanor. Okay, this is getting creepy. If your gran is 6 feet under, 3 towns over, then who am I living with?
The question hung in the air.
Alright, gang. I got a close-up for the night.
Beck rubbed her eyes.
How late is it? Almost 10. Oh crap, Pa's gonna kill me. I gotta go. Yeah, my parents will be worried sick. Okay, let's meet up as early as we can at the festival tomorrow. What are you gonna do about the unconscious man in your basement? I'll think of something.
Luca Luca's heart was pounding as he approached the house. If he was lucky, Gran, or whoever it was, hadn't gotten back yet. And of course, there was Mr. Tolliver tied up and unconscious in the basement. Dealing with him would be the first order of business. Luca shook out his arms to calm his nerves before entering.
Oh, damn.
He held perfectly still, tempering his breath, and listened closely.
There she is, but she's sleeping? Hey, Jean! How you doing, Jean? Hope you're doing well.
She was asleep. His only hope was that she hadn't found Mr. Tolliver before dozing off.
Yeah, that would be awful. I know this is not the basement. I'm just checking. Doing some housework, so we'll be here, but mainly lurking. You're doing well. Saw you on and was like, oh. Yeah, do your thing. Do what you need to do. But I'm glad to see you. See, the door is even open. So if she went into the kitchen, she would see that, oh, someone's opened my secret basement. I absolutely love this game. It's such a good game. Oh, damn. He escaped. Oh, no.
Mr. Tolliver was nowhere to be seen.
Because if it was Grandma who untied him, she would have closed the door as well. Maybe he woke up, escaped from his bindings, and left without a trace.
Or maybe Gran knew everything.
What do I do?
Luca's hungry stomach groaned.
I thought that sound came from my throat. But it was not.
Not realizing it, he'd gone the entire day without eating.
Oh no. Well, he did eat the corn. No, he didn't. Okay, I can figure this out. Just need a little brain food.
Luca rushed over to the pile of jam jars, unscrewed one, and shoveled a handful into his mouth.
Oh no. Is that a good idea? I'm afraid your jam delivery will be delayed.
He flipped the lid to read the label.
Mr. Nuncreed. Okay, now I can think. So, if Grant knows we tied up Mr. Tolliver, I'm screwed. If she doesn't know, then I need to play it cool. I guess the only option is to go to bed and act as if nothing is wrong. Grant will think Mr. Tolliver finished what he was sent to do and left when he was done. I didn't see this one last time. I don't think I could interact with this before. Hold on. Watch her be awake now. Oh, no, she's gone. Gran? Okay, stick to the plan. Go to bed. Play it cool.
As Luca climbed the final stair, the emotion of the day dragged heavily on him.
She's probably in the bedroom.
With each consecutive step, his legs weakened.
Oh,
His
because he
throat
ate the
began to
jam.
falter.
He ate the jam. And it was drugged. It was spiked with something.
He tried to grab for the railing to steady himself.
That's why I said you shouldn't eat it. You shouldn't eat it. It's not safe.
Something was wrong.
Come on, legs. Just a few more steps.
Luca groaned and tried to move.
Oh
His
no.
limbs might as well have been bolted to the ground. Through numb lips, he mumbled just before falling asleep.
The gym? Well, I mean, you did go to sleep. Sweet boy. What did you get yourself into? Is she dragging him to his bed? Rest now and let me handle everything. Yep.
Chapter 9.
Seems so.
A speech to end all speeches. Luca awoke to find himself face down in bed. He moaned into his pillow. Why would Gran drug him?
Well, she didn't do it to him specifically.
Or rather, why was she trying to drug Mr. Nuncreed?
That's a better question.
Shaking the questions from his woozy head, Luca snapped back to the matter at hand.
The festival. That is today. But I need to end stream because it is getting late. And I need to get up early tomorrow, unfortunately. And luckily now, it actually, you know, it saved just before. So that's good. And I know that we're really close to the end, most likely. Depending on how many times we need to change the story to get a good ending or something. But yeah, we're gonna save it for next time, which will be on Tuesday. And honestly, I'm gonna say now that if there are different endings you can get, which seems very unlikely, because the tree with all the choices and stuff are branching out in 2 different directions now. I kind of want to play it again. I kind of want to play it again. Working again tomorrow? Is it okay, or done as soon as you can, sort of thing? Wait, what do you mean? But yeah, I do work on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I do have to get up early tomorrow. As me hoping to continue full time or be done with it. I thought, oh yeah, in that sense. Yeah, I'm working until mid-December, and then I don't know. But I don't want to work there full time. Well, I mean, it wouldn't be full time anyway because they don't have a position that is that big. So they just had interviews for another position that was also part-time. So, and they haven't decided on who will get that yet. I think they're gonna have. They've had a second interview, and then they're gonna decide now. And they are gonna start in January, I think. So they told me that they wouldn't need someone else in addition to that new person. It would be more like if they need help with a certain project that they could call someone in, that could be useful. But with the type of money that I get, that's not really viable. It would have to be a specific position, like a certain percentage. So that wouldn't work for me anyway. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna be done with this now until December, and then I'll try something else maybe. We'll see. We will see. But I mean, it's okay. But it's not super great. If it wasn't for the good, like the nice looking office, I wouldn't even consider it. I know that sounds kind of silly, but it actually helps a lot to have a nice looking office. Especially if you're doing some boring work. A nice work, yeah, that's very important for me at least. Yeah, it's not very interesting, unfortunately, but now we'll figure out something else. It's more of a trial and error type of thing that I'm gonna see if I can find something that I enjoy doing. You know? You know? I hope I do too. I don't really know specifically what I would be interested in trying either. I'm just trying whatever. So yeah. Are you also gonna try out something soon? Or have you had any dialogue with Knob about it? Yeah, I'm probably gonna see if I can find something else to try out after New Year. After New Year's. But yeah, I hope that for you too. No job just yet, but going into a 3-month program early next year. Oh, I see. Well, I hope that goes well. Thank you, Shane. I hope so too. So we're gonna find someone to raid. So hopefully some interesting job opportunities come. Yeah. Hopefully. I hope so. I think I feel like I've rated every single one that I can now fairly recently, so I don't know. But no, you know what? I consider moving to have more well, it's not really about the opportunities in that sense, because I'm not applying for a job in a normal way anyway. So, but I mean, if something were to show up somewhere else, I wouldn't mind moving. But yeah, you know what? We're gonna continue the cozy vibes, and we're gonna raid April. We're gonna raid April today. She's playing a little to the left. April rated me last stream, so that's also nice. Yeah, so we're gonna rate April. Thank you so much for being here. I know that it's not really the most interactive stream when I just sit and read, but I hope people at least enjoy, like, watching, listening. Because I'm also really enjoying the game. I just hope other people do too. I think it's really a really good game. It's super chill vibes and you're here for it. I'm glad. I'm glad. That's all I want. But yeah, we're gonna finish or continue on Tuesday. And yeah, if you guys have missed out on anything, I'm gonna upload the VODs for this game on YouTube. So if you're not following my YouTube, feel free to give me a follow there. Yeah. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday. That's the day. Tuesday. And thank you so much for being here. Have a good week. I hope you have a good week ahead of you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.